This video was made thanks to this awesome request. Thank you for the title suggestion, and happy watching.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Quirkless. If you're a fan of My Hero Academia, especially awesome fanfiction stories all about Deku, you're definitely in the right place. Before we dive into today's story, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow anime fans, and subscribe so you never miss a new upload. Also, if you have an awesome idea or title for the next fanfiction video, drop it in the comment below. I'd love to read your suggestions. And hey, if you want to support the channel even more and keep me extra motivated to create awesome content, consider joining our channel membership. By becoming a member, you'll unlock cool perks like exclusive loyalty badges and custom stickers you can use in the comments. If you've already joined, thank you so much. Your support truly means the world to me and helps keep this channel going. Alright, let's get right into the story.
Rain gently fell over Musudafu. Small droplets slid across the windows of a quiet hospital. Inside one examination room, a 4-year-old boy sat nervously on the edge of a chair. Izuku Midoriya. His emerald eyes stared hopefully at the doctor standing beside an illuminated X-ray screen. His mother, Izuku Midoriya, tightly held his small hand. She smiled softly despite her obvious anxiety. The doctor adjusted his glasses before pointing toward the image. "This is the extra joint in your little toe." He spoke calmly. "Children born with quirks usually don't have this joint." He looked back at Izuku. "Based on every examination, you are quirkless." Silence filled the room. Inko's fingers tightened. "Doctor, are you certain?" The doctor slowly nodded. "I'm sorry. There is currently no medical evidence suggesting a quirk will develop later." Izuku lowered his head. His eyes slowly lost their excitement. "I don't have one." The doctor sighed. "I'm afraid not." Outside, rain continued falling. Tap, tap, tap. Izuku quietly climbed down from the chair. His dream of becoming a hero suddenly felt farther away than ever. He forced himself to smile. "Thank you, doctor." The doctor smiled kindly. "There are many wonderful careers besides becoming a hero." Izuku simply nodded. He didn't answer. The walk home felt unusually quiet. Cars passed through rain-soaked streets. People hurried beneath umbrellas. Hero advertisements decorated giant screens across the city. All Might smiled brightly from every display. "I am here." Children cheered as they watched the commercial. Izuku stopped walking. His eyes remained fixed on the enormous screen. "I still want to become a hero." Inko looked toward him. Tears slowly formed in her eyes. "Izuku, I'm sorry." Before she could continue, ding! A strange sound echoed inside Izuku's mind. He froze. Ding! Another sound. Clearer this time. Then, a brilliant blue light suddenly appeared before his eyes. Whoosh! A translucent window floated in the air. Only Izuku could see it. He blinked repeatedly. What? The glowing screen expanded. Gamer system detected. Host confirmed. Unique soul signature verified. Initializing. 1%, 8%, 21%, 47%, 76%, 100%. Boom. Countless streams of blue light surrounded Izuku for a brief moment before vanishing completely. Inko looked around in confusion. "Izuku, what happened?" He stared silently ahead. "Mom, do you see that?" "See what?" "The blue window." Inko blinked. "There's nothing there." Izuku slowly reached toward the floating screen. His fingers touched glowing symbols. Ripple. Another notification immediately appeared. "Welcome, player. First host successfully registered." Izuku's heart raced. Player. New windows rapidly unfolded before him. Name: Izuku Midoriya. Level: 1. Title: None. HP: 100,100. MP: 50-50. Stats: Strength: 5. Agility: 5. Vitality: 5. Intelligence. 12. Wisdom. 10. Luck. 8. Free stat points. 0. Skills. None. Inventory. Empty. Izuku's mouth slowly opened. This is like a game. Another notification appeared. Ding. New feature unlocked. Quest system. A golden window appeared before him. Beginner quest. Accept reality. Objective. Accept your current situation. Reward. 100 XP. Beginner gift box times 1. Failure. None. Izuku quietly read every word. A quest. He hesitated, then slowly pressed the glowing accept button. Click. Quest accepted. The window disappeared. He looked around once more. Nothing else had changed. Cars continued driving. People continued walking. The rain continued falling. Only he could see the mysterious system. Later that evening, Izuku sat alone inside his bedroom. Hero notebooks covered nearly every shelf. Posters of professional heroes decorated the walls. All Might smiled from the largest one. Izuku stared at the blue windows floating before him. He carefully opened every menu. Status, inventory, quests, skills. Everything responded instantly. This is amazing. He tapped the inventory. Empty. He opened the skill menu. Empty. He checked the quest list again. Only one mission remained. Accept reality. Izuku quietly looked toward the floor. I am Quirkless. He clenched his fists. That's true. But his eyes slowly regained their determination. I'm not giving up. I'll become a hero anyway. Ding. The room briefly glowed blue. Quest completed. Reward received. 100 XP. Beginner gift box times 1. Boom. Golden particles floated around Izuku. His experience bar rapidly filled. XP. 100,100. Ding. Level up. Level 2 reached. A warm sensation spread through his body. His breathing became lighter. His muscles felt slightly stronger. His vision became sharper. Izuku immediately opened his status window. Name. Izuku Midoriya. Level. 2. HP. 120,120. MP. 6060. Stats. Strength. 6. Agility. 6. Vitality. 6. Intelligence. 13. Wisdom. 11. Luck. 8. Free stat points. 5. Izuku stared in complete disbelief. I leveled up. Before he could recover. Ding. Another notification appeared. New feature unlocked. Daily quests. Daily quest. Complete every objective. 100 push-ups. 0-100. 100 sit-ups. 0-100. Run 3 kilometers. 03. 30 minutes of analysis study. 0-30. Reward. 300 XP. Plus 3 free stat points. Random item. Penalty if abandoned. Temporary fatigue. Izuku's emerald eyes sparkled. I can become stronger. Just by training. He slowly smiled. Not the forced smile from earlier. A genuine one. He quietly closed his notebook and stood up. I'll start tomorrow. Ding. One final notification appeared. Its border shimmered with countless stars. Hidden function detected. World travel. Status. Locked. Requirement. Reach level 10. Complete tutorial phase. Izuku froze. World. Travel. The window faded before he could ask another question. Outside, the rain finally stopped. Moonlight entered through the bedroom window. Izuku looked toward the stars above Musudafu. For the first time since hearing the word Quirkless, hope returned to his heart. His journey had just begun. Morning sunlight poured through the curtains. Birds chirped outside the small apartment. Izuku's eyes slowly opened. Before he could even sit up. Ding. A familiar blue window appeared before him. Good morning, player. Another notification immediately followed. Daily quest available. Complete every objective. 100 push-ups. 0-100. 100 sit-ups. 0-100. Run 3 kilometers. 03. 30 minutes of analysis study. 0-30. Reward. 300 XP. Plus 3 free stat points. Random item. Penalty. Temporary fatigue. Izuku stared at the floating screen. It wasn't a dream. He quickly climbed out of bed. I really have the gamer system. Inside the Kitakan, Inko prepared breakfast. She smiled warmly. Good morning, Izuku. Good morning, Mom. She blinked. You're awake early today. Izuku nodded. I have something I want to do. After finishing breakfast, he changed into simple training clothes and stepped outside. Fresh air filled his lungs. Let's start. He opened the quest window once more. 100 push-ups. Here goes. 10 push-ups. 20. 30. His small arms trembled. Sweat rolled down his forehead. 40. 41. 42. His muscles screamed. Yet unlike before, a strange feeling supported him. The system displayed his remaining stamina. Stamina, 78%. Izuku blinked. I can actually see it. He continued. 50. 60. 70. His breathing became heavier. 99. 100. Thud. He collapsed onto the grass. Pant. Pant. Ding. Push-ups completed. 100,100. 1 down. He forced himself upright. Next came sit-ups. The first 20 felt easy. By 50, his stomach burned. Come on. Don't stop. 80. 90. 100. Ding. Sit-ups completed. 100,100. The final physical challenge remained. A 3-kilometer run. Izuku stretched his legs before beginning. Tap, tap, tap. He jogged through neighborhood streets. Children played in nearby parks. Office workers hurried toward train stations. Nobody paid attention to the determined little boy quietly running through Musudafu. 1 kilometer. His breathing remained steady. 2 kilometers. His legs felt heavier. Stamina dropped. Stamina, 32%. Almost there. He accelerated. Tap, tap, tap. Finally. Ding. Running completed. 3 kilometers. Izuku stopped near a riverside path. His chest rose rapidly. I did it. Only one objective remained. That afternoon, Izuku sat at his desk. Hero notebooks covered every inch of the table. All Might, Endeavor, Best Genist, Edgeshot. He carefully reviewed each hero's combat style. Their strengths, their weaknesses, possible improvements. The system quietly tracked his progress. 30 minutes later. Ding. Analysis study completed. 30 minutes. Boom. Golden light surrounded Izuku. Daily quest complete. Calculating rewards. 300 XP acquired. Plus 3 free stat points. Random item obtained. His experience bar immediately surged upward. XP. 300,200. Ding. Level up. Level 3 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 4 reached. Warm energy spread throughout his body twice. His tired muscles instantly recovered. The soreness disappeared completely. Whoa. He immediately opened his status. Name. Izuku Midoriya. Level. 4. Title. None. HP. 160,160. MP. 8080. Stats. Strength. 8. Agility. 8. Vitality. 8. Intelligence. 15. Wisdom. 13. Luck. 8. Free stat points. 14. Inventory. Beginner gift box ×1. Minor stamina potion ×1. Izuku stared at the free stat points. I can increase my abilities. He selected strength. +2. Agility. +2. Vitality. +2. After thinking carefully, he invested the remaining points equally into intelligence and wisdom. Ding. Stats updated. Strength. 10. Agility. 10. Vitality. 10. Intelligence. 17. Wisdom. 15. Luck. 8. Balanced. He smiled. That's probably the safest choice. His eyes shifted toward another item. Beginner gift box. Let's open it. Click. The glowing box dissolved into light. Whoosh. 3 new notifications appeared. Obtained. Basic appraisal level 1. Inventory expansion. 500 yen. Izuku blinked. A skill. The skill description immediately opened. Basic appraisal level 1. Observe targets. Reveals basic information. Mana cost. 5 MP. This is useful. He immediately looked toward the pencil on his desk. Appraisal. A tiny blue window appeared. Wooden pencil. Quality. Common. Durability. 93%. It really works. He laughed quietly. Days gradually became weeks. Weeks slowly became months. Every single morning, the same routine repeated. Ding. Daily quest. Training. Study. Level up. Again. And again. And again. Izuku never skipped a single day. His small body slowly changed. His muscles became noticeably firmer. His running speed improved dramatically. His reflexes sharpened. His posture became straighter. Even his eyesight seemed clearer. The changes were subtle, but continuous. One afternoon, Bakugo Katsuki walked through the neighborhood with several boys. They spotted Izuku jogging alone. Bakugo smirked. Deku. His friends laughed. Still pretending you can become a hero. Izuku stopped running. He calmly looked toward them. I'm training. Bakugo scoffed. Training. Without a quirk. He suddenly rushed forward. Boom. His palm swung toward Izuku's face. Normally, Izuku would have frozen. Today, he moved. Whoosh. His body instinctively stepped aside. Bakugo's hand cut through empty air. What? Bakugo immediately punched again. Whoosh. Izuku leaned backward. The fist missed again. Another swing. Another dodge. Whoosh. Whoosh. Bakugo stopped. His eyes widened. How are you doing that? Izuku himself looked surprised. I don't know. The answer quietly floated before his eyes. Agility successfully activated. Bakugo clenched his fists. Tick. Whatever. He turned around. Let's go. His friends followed. Yet Bakugo glanced backward one last time. Something about Deku had changed. He couldn't explain it, but he hated the feeling. That evening, Izuku returned home. He checked his status once more. Level 7. Still 3 more levels. He looked toward the final locked feature resting at the bottom of the system. World travel. Status. Locked. Requirement. Reach level 10. Izuku quietly smiled. I'll unlock you soon. Ding. The system responded immediately. Hidden notification. Tutorial progress. 78%. Estimated completion. 3 levels remaining. Outside the window, the evening sky slowly darkened. Far beyond the stars, a tiny golden light briefly flickered. For only an instant, a distant dimensional portal quietly resonated. Its destination waited patiently for its very first player. Morning arrived as usual. Golden sunlight entered Izuku's bedroom. Before he opened his eyes. Ding. Good morning, player. Another notification followed. Daily quest available. 100 push-ups. 100 sit-ups. Run 3 kilometers. 30 minutes of analysis study. Reward. 300 XP. Plus 3 free stat points. Random item. Izuku smiled. Let's do this. Months continued passing. The routine never changed. Train. Study. Complete quests. Level up. Repeat. Every day made him stronger. Every completed quest brought him closer to unlocking the mysterious feature hidden inside the system. His movements became smoother. His reactions became sharper. His stamina continued growing. Even Inko noticed the changes. One evening, she smiled while watching him finish another workout. Izuku, you're glowing lately. He laughed awkwardly. Am I? You smile much more. She gently patted his head. I'm happy. Izuku returned the smile. Me too. The next morning, Izuku completed his final push-up. 100. Ding. Push-ups completed. He immediately finished the sit-ups. Then the 3-kilometer run. Finally, he spent 30 minutes studying professional heroes and writing another notebook full of observations. Ding. Daily quest complete. Reward distributed. Golden light surrounded him once again. Boom. 300 XP acquired. His experience bar immediately overflowed. XP. 700,600. Ding. Level up. Level 8 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 9 reached. Another warm current flowed throughout his body. His muscles became noticeably stronger. His breathing became calmer. Izuku quietly opened his status. Name. Izuku Midoriya. Level 9. Title. Beginner player. HP. 260,260. MP. 130,130. Stats. Strength. 18. Agility. 18. Vitality. 18. Intelligence. 23. Wisdom. 21. Luck. 10. Free stat points. 8. Only one level. His eyes drifted toward the locked feature. World travel. Requirement. Reach level 10. Tomorrow. He smiled. I'll finally see what it is. The following day, Izuku completed every objective even faster than before. His body barely became tired anymore. The final notification appeared just as he closed his newest hero notebook. Ding. Daily quest complete. Reward granted. 300 XP flowed into his status bar. His experience instantly reached its limit. Ding. Level up. Level 10 reached. Boom. The entire room suddenly trembled. Blue light burst from every direction. Whoosh. Dozens. Then hundreds. Then thousands of glowing windows appeared around Izuku. He instinctively stood up. What's happening? Every window rapidly merged into one enormous screen. Tutorial complete. Player requirements satisfied. Unlocking advanced functions. Inventory synchronization. Complete. Skill tree. Complete. Map. Complete. Shop. Locked. Party. Locked. Crafting. Locked. World travel. Unlocking. Crack. Space itself rippled inside his bedroom. A circular blue portal slowly appeared several meters away. Its surface resembled flowing water. Wind quietly spiraled around it. Whoosh. Izuku stared with wide eyes. A portal. Another notification appeared. Main quest received. First Multiversal expedition. Destination. Unknown world. Difficulty. Tutorial. Objective. Complete the assigned mission. Reward. Unique skill. Level growth. World reputation. Feature expansion. Failure. Return unavailable until objective is completed. Izuku's breathing stopped. Another world. He slowly approached the portal. His heartbeat accelerated. Is this really happening? Before touching it, another message appeared. Ding. Warning. Time synchronization enabled. While inside another world. 1 day there equals 1 minute in the original world. Izuku blinked. Only 1 minute. Then mom won't even notice. He continued reading. Additional notice. Host may freely acquire skills unique to visited worlds. Compatible energy systems will be integrated into the gamer system. Examples. Unknown. 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 I can learn abilities from other worlds. His analytical mind immediately began racing. Different combat styles. Different energy systems. Different weapons. If they all became compatible, he could become stronger far faster than anyone else. He clenched his fists. I have to go. He quietly walked downstairs. Inko was preparing lunch. Mom, I'm going to train at the park. She smiled warmly. Don't stay out too late. I won't. After leaving the apartment, Izuku hurried toward a quiet forest outside Musudafu. There were no people nearby. Only trees, gentle wind, and birds singing overhead. He opened the system. The portal materialized once again. Whoosh! Its blue surface illuminated the entire clearing. Izuku stood before it. Here goes. He slowly extended one hand. The surface rippled beneath his fingertips. Warm, yet strangely endless. Ding. Destination selected. World identification complete. World. Demon Slayer. Historical era. Taisho period. Main quest loading. Izuku's eyes widened. Demon Slayer. He immediately remembered the manga he had once read. Demons. Nichiren blades. Breathing styles. Tanjiro Kamado. Muzen Kibutsuji. I'm really going there. The portal suddenly expanded. Boom. Powerful wind erupted across the forest. Leaves scattered into the air. Whoosh. Golden symbols revolved around the dimensional gate. Travel sequence initiated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The portal swallowed Izuku in an instant. Whoosh. The forest became silent once again. Far beyond dimensions, beyond countless universes, a single blue line crossed the multiverse. It connected one ordinary boy to an entirely different world. Inside the endless dimensional passage, another notification quietly appeared before Izuku. Welcome to your first world. New main quest. Survive and grow stronger. A brilliant light filled his vision. Then, everything disappeared. Cold wind brushed across Izuku's face. Whoosh. His body stumbled forward as the brilliant light surrounding him slowly disappeared. He instinctively caught himself before falling. Where am I? The blue portal behind him quietly shrank before vanishing completely. The familiar skyline of Musudafu had disappeared. Towering cedar trees stretched endlessly in every direction. Mist drifted between the trunks. Birds chirped overhead. Everything felt older. The system immediately appeared. World successfully entered. World. Demon Slayer. Location. Mountain Forest. Time period. Taisho era. Ding. Main quest. Find the Kamado family. Reward. 500 XP. Relationship with local characters. Tutorial progress. Izuku carefully looked around. The Kamado family. That means Tanjiro should still be alive. He immediately began walking through the forest. Hours passed. The mountain paths twisted endlessly. Occasionally he encountered hunters carrying firewood. Others wore simple traditional clothing unlike anything from modern Japan. Everything confirmed the system's information. He truly had traveled to another world. Late in the afternoon, a familiar scent drifted through the air. Fresh charcoal. Izuku looked toward the smoke rising beyond the trees. Someone lives there. He hurried toward it. A small wooden house stood peacefully beside the mountain trail. Bundles of charcoal rested against one wall. A teenage boy carrying a basket noticed the unfamiliar visitor. He had burgundy hair, kind crimson eyes, and a scar on his forehead. Izuku immediately recognized him. Tanjiro. The boy blinked. Do we know each other? Izuku quickly realized his mistake. Ah, sorry. I've just heard someone mention your name while walking through the village. Tanjiro smiled warmly. I'm Tanjiro Kamado. Are you lost? Izuku bowed politely. My name is Izuku Midoriya. I got separated while traveling. Tanjiro looked at him for a moment. Then you can stay with us tonight. Izuku widened his eyes. Really? Tanjiro laughed softly. Mom always says we should help people. Inside the house, the warm atmosphere immediately welcomed Izuku. Kai Kamado prepared dinner. Nezuko smiled politely. Takeo, Hanako, Shigeru, Rokuda, all greeted him kindly. Izuku quietly thanked everyone. He had never expected his first day in another world to begin so peacefully. During dinner, Tanjiro noticed something. Your hands. Izuku looked down. What about them? They're covered with calluses. You train. Izuku nodded. Every day. Tanjiro smiled. Me too. The conversation naturally shifted toward physical training. After dinner, both boys stepped outside beneath the evening sky. Tanjiro demonstrated his breathing. Inhale, exhale, slow, steady. Izuku carefully observed every movement. His analytical instincts activated immediately. Analysis initiated. He watched the rhythm, the expansion of Tanjiro's lungs, the controlled release of air, the subtle movement of muscles throughout his body. His eyes widened. His breathing strengthens every movement. Tanjiro tilted his head. Want to try? Can I? Of course. Tanjiro slowly demonstrated once more. Take a deep breath. Fill your lungs completely. Don't rush. Izuku followed carefully. Inhale. His chest expanded. He slowly released the air. Exhale. Again. 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 After nearly 30 minutes, something changed. Ding. New skill acquired. Basic breathing control level 1. Izuku froze. I learned it. Another notification appeared. Basic breathing control. Increases stamina recovery. Improves oxygen efficiency. Skill can evolve. Tanjiro smiled. You're learning really fast. Izuku laughed awkwardly. I've always been good at observing people. The following morning, Izuku accompanied Tanjiro into the forest. They carried heavy bundles of charcoal toward a nearby village. The mountain trail became steeper. Yet Tanjiro never lost his rhythm. Every breath remained controlled. Izuku silently copied him. His system quietly recorded everything. Breathing proficiency increased. Suddenly, Tanjiro stopped walking. His expiration changed. Do you smell that? Izuku blinked. Smell. Blood. Before another word could be spoken. Roar. A monstrous roar echoed through the forest. Birds instantly scattered into the sky. Whoosh. Tanjiro immediately dropped the charcoal. Someone's in danger. Both boys sprinted toward the sound. Their feet pounded across the mountain path. Tap, tap, tap. They burst into a clearing. A frightened woodcutter had fallen onto the ground. Standing before him, a pale creature with crimson eyes slowly turned around. Its claws glistened beneath the sunlight. Its mouth dripped fresh blood. A demon. Izuku's breathing briefly stopped. It's real. The demon grinned. Fresh humans. It lunged. Boom. Its claws tore through empty air. The woodcutter barely rolled aside. Tanjiro grabbed an old axe lying nearby. Run. The frightened man immediately fled. The demon laughed. Too slow. It charged again. Without thinking, Izuku stepped forward. His body moved on instinct. Whoosh. He dodged the demon's claws by a narrow margin. The creature looked surprised. Fast. Izuku clenched his fists. His gamer instincts activated. Appraisal. Demon. Level 12. Status. Hostile. Weakness. Sunlight. Nichiren weapon. Level 12. Stronger than me. The demon attacked again. Boom. Izuku narrowly ducked beneath another slash. Tanjiro joined him immediately. Their movements naturally synchronized. Tanjiro swung the axe. Crack. The blade struck the demon's shoulder. Black blood splattered across the ground. The demon roared. Roar. Its wound rapidly regenerated. Izuku narrowed his eyes. Regeneration. His mind immediately searched for a solution. Then, he remembered. Sunlight. He looked upward. The morning sun had already reached above the trees. Tanjiro. Push it toward the clearing. Tanjiro instantly understood. Right. Both boys attacked together. Izuku kicked a loose stone. Boom. It struck the demon's face. The creature staggered. Tanjiro immediately rushed forward. He slammed his shoulder into its chest. Boom. The demon stumbled backward. Step. Another step. Then, its foot entered direct sunlight. SSSS. Smoke erupted from its skin. The demon screamed. Raw. Its entire body ignited. Golden light consumed every inch of flesh. Within seconds, its body collapsed into gray ash. Whoosh. The mountain breeze scattered the ashes across the forest. Silence returned. Tanjiro slowly lowered the axe. We survived. Izuku stared at the disappearing ashes. Ding. Enemy defeated. Participation confirmed. XP gained. 220. Breathing proficiency increased. New title unlocked. Demon Survivor. Izuku quietly smiled. I'm actually getting stronger. Before another notification could appear, the system suddenly released a brilliant golden glow. Ding. Hidden quest updated. Objective discovered. Learn a true breathing style. Reward. Rare skill acquisition. Izuku looked toward Tanjiro. His determination quietly grew stronger. His first world had only just begun. Morning sunlight illuminated the mountains. Mist drifted quietly through the forest. Izuku stood beside Tanjiro, staring at the pile of ashes left behind by the defeated demon. A blue notification floated before his eyes. Hidden quest accepted. Learn a true breathing style. Progress. 0%. Another window appeared. New side quest. Protect the Kamado family. Status. Active. Reward. 800 XP. Basic breathing skill evolution. Izuku blinked. Protect the Kamado family. He immediately understood. The system knows what's going to happen. If he remembered correctly, Muzan Kibutsuji would eventually massacre the Kamado family. His expiration became serious. I can't let that happen. Tanjiro looked toward him. Is something wrong? Izuku quickly smiled. Nothing. I was just thinking. For the next several days, Izuku remained with the Kamado family. Every morning, he completed his daily quests. Push-ups, sit-ups, running, analysis. The system rewarded him without fail. Ding. Daily quest complete. His level steadily increased. Level 11. Level 12. Level 13. Every new level strengthened his body. His breathing became calmer. His movements smoother. Tanjiro patiently taught him proper breathing control. Inhale. Hold. Circulate. Exhale. Izuku copied every detail. His gamer system constantly analyzed the technique. Skill proficiency increased. Basic breathing control level 4. His intelligence allowed him to identify tiny inefficiencies. He adjusted his posture, the angle of his shoulders, the expansion of his lungs, the rhythm of every breath. Tanjiro watched in amazement. You're improving faster than I did. Izuku laughed awkwardly. I just learned quickly. One afternoon, while carrying charcoal toward the village, they encountered another demon. Roar. It burst from the trees with incredible speed. Tanjiro immediately grabbed his axe. Izuku stepped forward. His breathing instinctively changed. Inhale. His lungs filled completely. Every muscle tightened. The world around him seemed to slow. Basic breathing control. Active. The demon lunged. Boom. Izuku sidestepped. Whoosh. His fist shot forward. Crack. The punch struck the demon's jaw. The creature flew backward several meters before crashing into a tree. Boom. Tanjiro's eyes widened. You're stronger. The demon quickly regenerated. Human. I'll eat both of you. It charged once more. Izuku calmly observed every movement. His analysis skill highlighted the demon's attack pattern. Left swipe. Bite. Right claw. Predictable. Whoosh. He dodged every strike. Tanjiro immediately attacked from behind. Crack. The axe buried itself into the demon's shoulder. The creature staggered into direct sunlight. SSSS. Its body ignited. Within moments, nothing remained except drifting ash. Ding. Enemy defeated. XP gained. Breathing proficiency increased. Weeks passed. Izuku became part of the Kamado family's daily routine. He helped carry charcoal. He trained alongside Tanjiro. He even played with the younger children. Every night, his status continued improving. Name. Izuku Midoriya. Level. 18. Strength. 35. Agility. 36. Vitality. 34. Intelligence. 42. Wisdom. 38. Luck. 12. His progress far exceeded what ordinary training alone should have achieved. One evening, while practicing breathing beneath the stars, The system suddenly released a brilliant golden light. Ding. Skill evolution available. Requirements met. Basic breathing control. Down pointing arrow. Total concentration breathing. Finally. Izuku selected yes. Click. Boom. Warm energy surged through his entire body. His lungs expanded dramatically. His heartbeat slowed. Every breath naturally circulated throughout every muscle. The sensation felt completely different. New skill acquired. Total concentration breathing level 1. Tanjiro sensed the change immediately. You're breathing. It became deeper. Izuku smiled. I think I finally understood it. Several days later, the hidden quest suddenly changed. Ding. Hidden quest complete. You have successfully learned a true breathing style. Reward distributed. Golden light surrounded Izuku once more. New skill obtained. Sun breathing. Level. Beginner. His eyes widened. Sun breathing. The legendary breathing style. The origin of every breathing technique. Its knowledge quietly flowed into his mind. Stances. Footwork. Breathing rhythm. Blade trajectory. Everything became perfectly organized. Before he could process it, another notification appeared. Ding. Main quest complete. Prepare for return. Countdown. 60 seconds. Izuku looked toward the Kamado family. Already, his expiration softened. He quietly walked toward Tanjiro. Thank you. Tanjiro smiled. For what? For everything. They shook hands. I know we'll meet again someday. Tanjiro laughed. I hope so. Izuku bowed toward Kai. Thank you for letting me stay. She smiled warmly. You're always welcome. The younger children waved happily. Bye. Come visit again. Izuku waved back. I will. The countdown reached 0. Boom. A brilliant blue portal appeared behind him. Whoosh. Everyone stared in surprise. Tanjiro looked at the glowing gate. Izuku. Where are you going? Izuku smiled. Home. I come from very far away. Without another explanation, he stepped into the portal. Whoosh. The mountain disappeared. One moment later, Izuku emerged inside the quiet forest outside Musudafu. The portal closed behind him. Silence returned. He immediately checked the time. Only a few seconds had passed. Just like the system said. Ding. Welcome back. World travel completed. Evaluation. Excellent. Bonus rewards granted. XP. 1,500. Free stat points. 20. Inventory expanded. His experience bar overflowed. Ding. Level up. Level 19 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 20 reached. Another notification appeared. New world available. Status. Locked until chapter progression. Izuku smiled. Another world. He slowly looked toward the city of Musudafu in the distance. His breathing remained perfectly calm. His body had become stronger. His movements faster. Most importantly, he now possessed a power that did not belong to his world. Sun breathing. He quietly began walking home, unaware that fate itself was already moving toward him. Far across the city, a mass of living sludge slithered through a dark sewer. Its yellow eyes slowly opened. A perfect vessel, the sludge villain, had begun searching for its next victim. The morning air over Musudafu felt refreshing. Izuku quietly walked toward school with his backpack resting comfortably over one shoulder. Although only seconds had passed in his own world, everything around him now felt different. His senses had become sharper. Every footstep around him, every distant conversation, even the movement of birds overhead entered his awareness. His training in another world had completely changed him. Ding! A blue window appeared before his eyes. Daily quest available. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, run 3 kilometers, 30 minutes of analysis study. Reward. 300 XP, plus 3 free stat points. Random item. Izuku smiled. After school, he quietly dismissed the window. Life continued normally. Bakugo still ignored him. Their classmates still whispered about future heroes. Their teachers still praised powerful quirks. Only Izuku knew he possessed something that no quirk could explain. That evening, after completing another daily quest, golden light surrounded him. Ding! Daily quest complete. 300 XP acquired. His experience bar reached its limit. Ding! Level up. Level 21 reached. Free stat points increased. Another notification immediately followed. World synchronization complete. New multiversal destination available. Izuku immediately stopped walking. Already, the system expanded into a much larger interface. World travel. Available destinations. Check mark Demon Slayer. Check mark Hidden Leaf Village. Locked. Question mark question mark question mark. Question mark question mark question mark. Question mark question mark question mark. His heartbeat quickened. Hidden Leaf. Naruto. A new golden quest window appeared. Main quest. Journey to the Hidden Leaf. Travel to another world. Learn the basics of Chakra. Reward. Chakra unlocked. 2000 XP. New skill tree. Difficulty. Normal. Chakra. Izuku could hardly contain his excitement. If breathing techniques had strengthened his body, Chakra could give him completely different abilities. He immediately accepted. Click. Quest accepted. The familiar dimensional portal slowly appeared before him. Whoosh. Blue energy flowed across its surface. Izuku glanced toward the city one last time. I'll be back soon. He stepped forward. Whoosh. Space folded around him. Colors twisted together. Countless stars stretched into endless streams of light. The dimensional tunnel carried him across another universe. Ding. Traveling. Destination confirmed. World. Naruto. Time period. Early Konoha. Seconds later. Bright sunlight greeted him. Whoosh. Izuku stepped out of the portal. Grass gently swayed beneath his feet. Towering trees surrounded him. The smell of nature filled the air. Beautiful. Birds flew above the enormous forest. Far away, he heard repeated impacts. Thump, thump, thump. Someone was training. Izuku quietly followed the sound. After several minutes, the trees opened into a large clearing. Several children wearing forehead protectors practiced throwing shuriken. Others sparred with wooden kunai. One instructor calmly observed everyone. Izuku immediately recognized the village walls beyond the trees. Massive wooden gates. Stone faces carved into a distant mountain. The Hidden Leaf. Before he could admire the scenery. Ding. New energy detected. Compatible system identified. Analyzing. A thin stream of pale blue energy slowly appeared throughout his body. It flowed alongside his blood. Through every muscle. Through every nerve. Izuku suddenly felt a warm sensation gathering near his stomach. New resource unlocked. Chakra. His status window immediately expanded. Name. Izuku Midoriya. Level. 21. HP. 620,620. MP. 310,310. Chakra. 50-50. New stat unlocked. Chakra control. 1. It really integrated. Another notification appeared. Tutorial. Focus your physical energy. Focus your spiritual energy. Combine both. Create chakra. Izuku closed his eyes. He followed the instructions exactly. Slowly, he sensed warmth spreading throughout his body. Then, whoosh, blue energy gathered around his hands. His eyes opened. This is chakra. The energy flickered softly before stabilizing. Ding. Skill acquired. Basic chakra control level 1. Before Izuku could celebrate, a wooden shuriken suddenly flew toward him. Whoosh. His instincts reacted instantly. He tilted his head. The projectile narrowly missed. Thunk. It embedded itself into a nearby tree. Sorry. A cheerful voice echoed across the clearing. A black-haired boy ran toward him. That throw got away from me. Izuku smiled. It's okay. The boy scratched the back of his head. You're not from around here. I'm Izuku. Nice to meet you. The boy grinned. Welcome to Konoha. Before either of them could continue, an older ninja appeared beside them in a blur. Whoosh. Izuku's pupils narrowed. So fast. The instructor calmly looked him over. You're unfamiliar. State your name. Izuku bowed politely. My name is Izuku Midoriya. I'm a traveler. The instructor remained silent for several moments. Then he nodded. If you're visiting this village, follow the rules. Understood. Yes. The instructor disappeared as quickly as he had arrived. Whoosh. Izuku stared at the empty space. That speed. His analytical mind immediately began working. Muscle movement, body posture, energy flow. It was completely different from breathing techniques. Ding. Analysis successful. New objective discovered. Side quest. Observe ninja training. Learn chakra manipulation. Reward. Chakra control +5. Beginner taijutsu. Izuku smiled confidently. His second adventure had officially begun. This time, instead of mastering breathing, he would learn the power that had shaped generations of ninja. Morning arrived over the hidden leaf. The village had already awakened. Shopkeepers opened their stores. Ninja hurried across rooftops. Children laughed while running toward the academy. Izuku stood beneath a large oak tree, watching dozens of genin train. Ding. Side quest. Observe ninja training. Progress. 82%. Reward. Chakra control +5. Beginner taijutsu. Almost finished. He carefully observed every movement. Each punch. Each kick. Each stance. His analytical mind broke every technique into simple pieces. The gamer system silently recorded everything. Analysis complete. Ding. Skill acquired. Beginner taijutsu level 1. Izuku smiled. Another skill. Before he could continue. Boom. A loud impact echoed from another training field. Another. Boom. Boom. The ground trembled slightly. What was that? Curious, Izuku followed the sound. The forest opened into an enormous training ground. There, a young boy wearing a green jumpsuit repeatedly kicked a massive wooden post. Boom. 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 Each strike shook the training equipment. Nearby, a man wearing the same green outfit watched proudly with his arms crossed. His smile was impossibly bright. Izuku immediately recognized them. Rock Lee. Might Guy. Lee threw another punch. Crack. The wooden post split apart. Guy laughed loudly. Excellent. Your youthful spirit is burning brightly. Lee saluted. Yes, Guy-sensei. Izuku watched silently. Their movements looked simple, yet every attack contained unbelievable precision. Ding. Special martial technique detected. Analyzing. New skill path discovered. 8 inner gates. Compatibility. 98%. Izuku's eyes widened. 98%. Before he realized it, Guy suddenly appeared directly in front of him. Whoosh. Izuku instinctively stepped backward. Guy smiled. Excellent reflexes. Young man. Who are you? Izuku bowed politely. My name is Izuku Midoriya. I'm visiting the village. Guy studied him for a moment. His smile grew even wider. Your body tells a different story. You've trained every single day. Izuku nodded. Yes. Guy crossed his arms. Show me your fighting spirit. Izuku hesitated. Against you. Guy laughed. Don't worry. I'll only defend. Lee stepped aside excitedly. Someone's challenging Guy-sensei. Guy beckoned with one finger. Come. Izuku inhaled deeply. His breathing instinctively shifted. Total concentration breathing. Active. His muscles immediately became lighter. He dashed forward. Whoosh. His fist flew toward Guy. Boom. Guy casually tilted his head. The punch missed. Izuku immediately followed with a kick. Crack. Guy blocked it using one finger. Good. He smiled. Again. Izuku attacked repeatedly. Left hook. Right kick. Low sweep. Elbow strike. Whoosh. 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 Every attack missed. Guy effortlessly avoided everything. After nearly 3 minutes, Izuku finally stepped back. Pant. Guy nodded approvingly. Excellent foundation. But you're wasting movement. He demonstrated a single punch. Boom. The air itself exploded. A powerful gust swept across the training ground. Whoosh. Izuku's hair fluttered wildly. That wasn't chakra. Guy smiled. Correct. That was pure physical strength. Izuku immediately became interested. Can you teach me? Guy looked toward Lee. Lee nodded enthusiastically. Guy-sensei. His determination reminds me of mine. Guy laughed. Very well. Your youth has moved me. Ding. Main quest updated. Learn from Might Guy. Training began immediately. Guy corrected Izuku's stance. His foot placement. His breathing rhythm. His balance. Every mistake received immediate correction. Hours passed. Izuku absorbed every lesson. His gamer system continuously analyzed each movement. Taijutsu proficiency increased. Beginner Taijutsu level 2. Down pointing arrow. Level 3. Down pointing arrow. Level 4. Lee watched in amazement. He's improving so quickly. Guy laughed proudly. That is the power of hard work. Late in the afternoon, Guy finally stood before Izuku. His expiration became serious. There is one technique. It grants overwhelming power, but it carries terrible risk. Izuku already knew. The 8 inner gates. Guy blinked. You've heard of them. Izuku smiled nervously. Only a little. Guy nodded. Then watched carefully. He slowly raised one hand. His muscles tensed. His chakra surged. Boom. Green energy erupted around his body. Dust exploded across the field. Crack. The ground beneath his feet shattered. Lee smiled proudly. The first gate. Guy's voice echoed calmly. Gate of opening. Izuku carefully watched every movement. His analysis skill activated automatically. Analyzing. Chakra flow. Muscle restriction. Nerve release. Energy conversion. Progress. 24%. 46%. 71%. 95%. 100%. Ding. Technique successfully analyzed. New skill available. First gate. Gate of opening. Compatible with gamer system. Warning. System modification recommended. Before Izuku could react, the gamer system released a brilliant blue glow. Boom. Every notification merged into one. Modifying technique. Removing permanent physical damage. Optimizing chakra consumption. Creating buff type skill. Complete. New skill acquired. First gate. Gate of opening level 1. Effect. Temporarily increases. Strength. Agility. Reaction speed. Side effects. Minor stamina consumption. Permanent injuries. None. Izuku stared at the screen. The system. Improved it. Guy noticed the excitement on his face. Try it. Izuku nodded. He closed his eyes, focused his chakra, and quietly whispered, First gate. Boom. Emerald energy burst around his body. Wind exploded outward. Whoosh. Small stones rose from the ground. His muscles instantly felt lighter. His heartbeat accelerated. His vision sharpened. Lee's eyes widened. He succeeded. Guy smiled broadly. Outstanding. To learn the first gate after seeing it only once. He laughed loudly. Your youthful talent is incredible. Izuku slowly clenched his fists. He could clearly feel the enormous increase in power. Another notification appeared. Ding. Main quest complete. Reward distributed. 2000 XP acquired. Chakra control plus 10. New title unlocked. Title. The Diligent Trainee. Effect. Training efficiency plus 20%. Izuku smiled. His journey through the hidden leaf had already exceeded his expectations. Yet deep within the gamer system, another locked window quietly shimmered. Next objective. Return to Musudafu. Prepare for the U.A. entrance examination. Izuku looked toward the evening sky. His next challenge. was waiting in his own world. Golden sunlight shone over the hidden leaf. Izuku stood alone in a quiet clearing. His training with Might Guy and Rock Lee had finally come to an end. A familiar blue window appeared before him. Ding. Main quest. Journey to the hidden leaf. Status. Complete. Rewards. Chakra unlocked. First gate. Gate of opening. Beginner taijutsu. Chakra control plus 10. 2000 XP. Another notification followed immediately. Return sequence available. Accept. Yes, no. Izuku smiled. It's time. He pressed yes. Click. Whoosh. The dimensional portal unfolded before him once again. Its blue surface rippled like calm water. Before stepping inside, he looked toward the hidden leaf one final time. Thank you. Without hesitation, he stepped forward. Whoosh. The dimensional tunnel carried him through countless stars. Streams of blue and silver light stretched endlessly around him. Seconds later, boom. Izuku emerged inside the familiar forest outside Musudafu. Everything was exactly where he had left it. Birds still chirped. The breeze still rustled the trees. He checked the system. Time elapsed in original world. 42 seconds. Still amazing. Another notification appeared. Ding. World completed. Evaluation. Excellent. Bonus reward. 2500 XP. Rare item box times 1. His experience bar overflowed. Ding. Level up. Level 22 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 23 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 24 reached. Warm energy flowed throughout his body. His muscles became noticeably denser. His chakra reserves expanded. His breathing naturally entered total concentration without conscious effort. He opened his status. Name. Izuku Midoriya. Level. 24. Title. The Diligent Trainee. HP. 760,760. MP. 380,380. Chakra. 220,220. Stats. Strength. 46. Agility. 47. Vitality. 45. Intelligence. 50. Wisdom. 45. Luck. 14. Skills. Basic appraisal level 1. Inventory. Total concentration breathing level 1. Sun breathing level 1. Basic chakra control level 1. Beginner taijutsu level 4. First gate. Gate of opening level 1. I'm much stronger. He quietly closed the status screen. 2 years passed. Izuku never stopped training. Every single day. Daily quests. Breathing practice. Chakra control. Taijutsu. Gate training. Hero analysis. His level steadily climbed. The system constantly rewarded his dedication. Even Bakugo gradually noticed. During middle school, their classmates gathered outside after class. Bakugo crossed his arms. Oi! Deku! Izuku turned around. Yes. Bakugo suddenly rushed forward. Boom. His fist shot toward Izuku's face. Whoosh. Izuku effortlessly stepped aside. Bakugo stumbled past him. What? He immediately spun around and attacked again. Whoosh. Again. His punch struck nothing but air. Bakugo clicked his tongue. You're faster again. Izuku simply smiled. I've been training. Bakugo narrowed his eyes. Tick. He walked away without another word. For the first time, even he couldn't understand how the supposedly quirkless boy kept improving. Another year passed. The day finally arrived. A high school entrance examination. Hundreds of applicants gathered before the enormous academy gates. Everyone nervously discussed powerful quirks. Explosions. Ice. Electricity. Hardening. Transformation. Izuku quietly stood among them. His backpack rested calmly over one shoulder. He looked completely ordinary. Only the gamer system knew otherwise. Ding. Main quest. The Golden Entrance Exam. Objective. Achieve first place. Reward. 5,000 XP. Rare skill. New world unlocked. Izuku accepted immediately. Inside the examination hall, Present Mike energetically explained the rules. Destroy as many robots as possible. Villain points decide your score. Go beyond. The enormous gates slowly opened. Crack. Boom. The examinees exploded forward. Everyone activated their quirks. Fire erupted. Ice spread across the streets. Explosions echoed through the city. Boom. 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 Izuku calmly began walking. Appraisal. Blue windows appeared above every robot. 1-pointer. Level 12. 2-pointer. Level 18. 3-pointer. Level 24. He smiled. Easy. Whoosh. He disappeared. His agility far surpassed ordinary students. A 1-pointer turned toward him. Its arms swung downward. Boom. Izuku inhaled deeply. Total concentration breathing. Active. His muscles instantly expanded with energy. He stepped beneath the attack. Whoosh. His fist struck the robot's chest. Crack. Metal caved inward. The machine exploded into pieces. Boom. XP gained. Another robot approached. Izuku activated Chakra beneath his feet. Whoosh. He accelerated. One kick. Crack. Another machine collapsed. 3 more surrounded him. Izuku calmly smiled. First gate. Boom. Green energy erupted around his body. Dust burst across the street. His speed doubled instantly. Whoosh. 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 He became a blur. 1 punch. 1 kick. 1 elbow. Crack. 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 3 robots shattered almost simultaneously. Students nearby stopped fighting. What was that? He doesn't even have a visible quirk. He destroyed 3 pointers with his fists. Izuku continued advancing. Robots exploded everywhere he passed. Boom. Crack. Boom. Whoosh. His score climbed higher and higher. High above, inside the observation room, teachers silently watched the monitors. Present Mike blinked. Who's that green-haired kid? Smintos leaned closer. Candidate number 214. Midnight crossed her arms. His physical abilities are unbelievable. Snipe adjusted his hat. I haven't seen him use any obvious quirk. Then, the door quietly opened. Aizawa entered carrying his sleeping bag. He glanced toward the screens. His tired eyes narrowed. That boy. Principal Nezu smiled. Interesting, isn't he? Aizawa watched Izuku effortlessly dismantle another 3-pointer. He moves too efficiently. Every attack is calculated. No wasted motion. Nezu's smile widened. I'm looking forward to seeing how far he'll go. Back inside the examination zone. Warning sirens suddenly echoed. Woo. The ground trembled violently. Boom. Students froze. Someone screamed. The 0-pointer. A colossal robot slowly emerged between the buildings. Every step shook the entire city block. Boom. 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 Most examinees immediately ran away. Izuku quietly looked upward. His system suddenly flashed. Ding. Bonus objective discovered. Destroy the 0-pointer. Reward. Hidden class advancement. Izuku slowly smiled. Finally. Green chakra gathered around his body. His breathing became perfectly synchronized. His stance lowered. The gigantic machine raised one enormous arm. Its shadow covered the entire street. Izuku calmly took a single step forward. The gigantic 0-pointer towered over the battlefield. Boom. Each step crushed the pavement beneath its enormous feet. Panic spread throughout the examination zone. Students abandoned their fights and sprinted away. Run. That thing isn't worth any points. Get out of here. Izuku remained where he stood. His emerald eyes calmly analyzed the mechanical giant. Ding. Appraisal. 0-pointer. Level 55. HP 20,000. Weak points. Head, neck joints. Core reactor. I found them. The massive robot raised its arm. Whoosh. The steel fist descended toward him. Boom. The street exploded. Dust erupted into the air. But Izuku was no longer there. Whoosh! He had already appeared halfway up a nearby building. Students stared in disbelief. When did he move? I couldn't even see him. The zero-pointer turned. Its optical sensors locked onto Izuku. Warning sirens echoed from its body. Woo! Multiple mechanical arms unfolded from its shoulders. They fired simultaneously. Boom! 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 Chunks of concrete exploded everywhere. Izuku inhaled deeply. Total concentration breathing. Active. His heartbeat slowed. His body became perfectly synchronized. First gate. Boom. Green energy erupted around him. Cracks spread beneath his feet. His speed instantly doubled. Whoosh. He vanished. The missiles struck empty air. Explosions echoed throughout the city. Boom. 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 Izuku landed on the robot's shoulder. Without hesitation. Crack. His punch shattered one optical sensor. Sparks burst everywhere. The giant machine roared mechanically. Warning. 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 Its enormous hand swung toward him. Whoosh. Izuku leapt backward. The arm smashed through a nearby building instead. Boom. Inside the observation room, President Mike leaned forward. He climbed onto the zero-pointer. Midnight widened her eyes. He isn't retreating. Smintos folded his arms. His mobility is unbelievable. Aizawa silently watched every movement. He's reading the machine. Every attack targets structural weaknesses. Nezu smiled. He fights like someone who has already solved the battle. Back outside, Izuku landed on another rooftop. His breathing remained steady. Physical attacks alone won't finish this quickly. His eyes shifted toward his status screen. Then, another menu caught his attention. Inventory. Inventory. He had barely used it since receiving the system. Curious. He opened it. Whoosh. A glowing blue window expanded before him. Inventory. Minor stamina potion times 8. Minor healing potion times 5. 500 yen. Basic camping kit. Training weights. Rare item box times 1. The rare box. He selected it. Click. Golden light burst from the inventory. Boom. Opening. Reward obtained. Iron training sword. Quality. Rare. Durability. 100%. Special effect. Compatible with breathing techniques. A silver sword instantly materialized in his right hand. Izuku blinked. It actually summons equipment. He swung it once. Whoosh. The balance felt surprisingly natural. The zero-pointer charged again. Boom. Its massive foot descended. Izuku inhaled. Sun breathing. Golden warmth spread throughout his body. His breathing rhythm completely changed. Heat shimmered around the blade. Whoosh. Without hesitation, he sprinted. Green chakra and golden breathing energy flowed together. The distance disappeared instantly. Whoosh. He reached the robot's neck. First form. He swung. Crack. A crescent-shaped wave of compressed wind erupted from the blade. Whoosh. It sliced completely through the massive neck joint. Metal screamed. Sparks exploded. The gigantic head separated from its body. Boom. Students watched with wide eyes. He cut it. The head crashed onto the street. Boom. The enormous body staggered. Its reactor became exposed. Izuku landed directly before it. He smiled slightly. Finished. His muscles tightened. First gate. Sun breathing. He thrust the sword forward. Crack. The blade pierced the glowing reactor. For 1 second, everything became silent. Then, boom. A massive explosion engulfed the entire zero-pointer. Fire. Smoke. Steel fragments. Shockwaves swept across the examination zone. Windows rattled. The remaining robots nearby were blown apart by the blast. When the smoke slowly cleared, nothing remained except twisted metal scattered across the ruined street. Silence. Absolute silence. Then, cheers erupted everywhere. He destroyed it. The zero-pointer is gone. Who is that guy? Izuku quietly dismissed his sword. The weapon dissolved into particles of light before returning to the inventory. Whoosh. That's convenient. Ding. Bonus objective complete. 0 pointer destroyed. Reward received. 5000 XP. Inventory expanded. Equipment slot unlocked. His experience bar immediately overflowed. Ding. Level up. Level 25 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 26 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 27 reached. Free stat points awarded. New feature unlocked. Equipment management. Before another notification appeared, a loud cry echoed nearby. Help. Izuku immediately turned. A large piece of collapsed concrete was pinning down a brown-haired girl. Her ankle was trapped beneath the rubble. She struggled to move. Without hesitation, Izuku dashed toward her. Whoosh. Don't move. The girl looked up. Please. Izuku placed one hand beneath the broken slab. He took a deep breath. Lift. Boom. The massive concrete block rose into the air. He gently pushed it aside before helping the girl stand. Are you hurt? She blinked repeatedly. No. Thank you. Izuku smiled warmly. Can you walk? She carefully tested her ankle. Yes. I think so. Good. He turned to leave. Wait. The girl quickly bowed. My name is Ochako Uraraka. Thank you for saving me. Izuku smiled. Izuku Midoriya. I'm glad you're safe. Before she could say anything else, the examination ending siren echoed across the city. Woo. The practical exam had officially come to an end. 2 weeks passed after the entrance examination. Izuku continued completing every daily quest. Each morning began the same way. Ding. Daily quest. 100 push-ups. 100 sit-ups. Run 3 kilometers. 30 minutes of analysis study. Reward. 300 XP. Plus 3 free stat points. Random item. His level steadily increased. His breathing became more refined. His chakra control improved every day. The first gate could now remain active much longer than before. One afternoon, a white envelope arrived at the Midoriya residence. Inko carefully carried it into Izuku's room. Izuku, your letter. He immediately recognized the seal. High school. His heartbeat accelerated. He carefully opened the envelope. Whoosh. A tiny projection suddenly appeared. All Might smiled brightly. Young man, congratulations. You passed. Izuku smiled. I did it. All Might continued speaking. Your combat score shattered this year's previous record. And your rescue score was among the highest. Welcome to you. The projection disappeared. Another notification appeared before Izuku. Ding. Main quest complete. The golden entrance exam. Rewards distributed. 5000 XP. Rare skill. New world unlocked. His experience bar overflowed. Ding. Level up. Level 28 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 29 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 30 reached. New skill acquired. Battle Instinct Level 1. Effect. Automatically improves reaction speed during combat. Another notification followed. New world unlocked. World. Jujutsu Kaisen. Status. Locked. Requirement. Complete current main story. Another world. Izuku quietly smiled before closing the system. First, he wanted to experience life at UA. The first day finally arrived. Students gathered inside Class 1A. Everyone looked around curiously. Tenya Iida adjusted his glasses. Momo Yaoyorozu calmly greeted several classmates. Eijiro Kirishima laughed loudly. Denki Kaminari chatted excitedly. Ochako immediately noticed Izuku. Midoriya. She waved happily. We're classmates. Izuku smiled. Looks like it. Before anyone could continue, the classroom door slid open. Aizawa entered while wrapped inside his sleeping bag. Sit down. The room immediately became quiet. Aizawa looked across every student. I'm your homeroom teacher. Shota Aizawa. Let's skip introductions. Change into your training uniforms. We're going outside. Training field Gamma. The students gathered around Aizawa. He tossed a softball toward Izuku. Midoriya. Throw it. Izuku caught the ball. As hard as I can. Yes. Show me your quirk. Izuku paused for a moment. He still couldn't explain the gamer system. It's mainly physical enhancement. Aizawa watched him carefully. Then prove it. Izuku nodded. He quietly activated total concentration breathing. His muscles tightened. He threw. Whoosh. Boom. The ball disappeared into the sky. Aizawa checked the device. 1,742 meters. The class fell silent. Kaminari blinked. Seriously. Hiroshima laughed. That's manly. Bakugo narrowed his eyes. Tick. Aizawa looked directly at Izuku. Efficient. No wasted force. He wrote something inside his notebook. The remaining tests continued. 50-meter dash. Grip strength. Standing long jump. Side steps. Endurance run. Izuku consistently placed first. Without drawing unnecessary attention. Without revealing the first gate. Without using sun breathing. His raw physical ability alone overwhelmed the class. Later that week, Class 1A boarded a bus. Their destination, the unforeseen simulation joint. USJ 13 greeted everyone with a cheerful wave. Today we'll practice disaster rescue. The students entered the enormous facility. Different disaster zones stretched across the massive complex. Oceans, cities, mountains, collapsed buildings. Before the lesson could begin, whoosh, a swirling black mist suddenly formed in the center of the plaza. Boom. Dark energy spread across the floor. Students instinctively stepped backward. A massive hand emerged from the portal. Then another. Then dozens of villains stepped forward. Roar. Behind them stood a towering gray monster with an exposed brain. Its muscles bulged unnaturally. Its eyes remained completely empty. Izuku's appraisal activated automatically. Nomu. Level 85. Special traits. Super regeneration. Shock absorption. Extreme strength. Another target. Kurogiri. Level 62. Warp ability. Finally. Tamura Shigaraki. Level 58. Quirk. Decay. The League of Villains. Shigaraki slowly scratched his neck. All Might isn't here. How disappointing. Students immediately panicked. Villains. This isn't part of the exercise. Aizawa stepped forward. 13. Protect the students. Without another word, he charged. Whoosh. His capture weapon wrapped around the nearest villains. Boom. Several criminals crashed into the ground. Izuku watched carefully. His system suddenly flashed. Ding. Emergency main quest. Protect Class 1A. Prevent civilian casualties. Defeat the invading villains. Reward. 10,000 XP. Epic equipment. New world access. Before Izuku could react, Kurogiri spread both arms. Whoosh. Countless warp gates erupted throughout USJ. The students were pulled apart. Everyone. Ochako reached toward Izuku. Their fingertips almost touched. Then, whoosh. Space twisted around him. Izuku disappeared into the portal. Seconds later, he landed inside the flooded disaster zone. Splash. Water surrounded him on every side. Tsuyu Asui surfaced nearby. Minoru Mineta clung desperately to floating debris. High above, dozens of villains smiled while surrounding the lake. One criminal laughed. Easy targets. Izuku calmly stood atop the water using chakra flowing beneath his feet. Tsuyu's eyes widened. Ribbit, you're standing on the water. Izuku smiled slightly. I learned a useful trick. The surrounding villains charged simultaneously. Boom, boom, boom. Izuku slowly raised one hand. His inventory window silently opened. A new battle was about to begin. Cold water rippled beneath Izuku's feet. Thanks to chakra flowing through the soles of his shoes, He stood effortlessly on the lake while Tsuyu and Mineta floated nearby. Around them, more than 20 villains slowly closed in. One of them laughed. "Look, the kid thinks he can fight." Another swung a steel pipe. "Let's crush him." Boom. They charged together. Izuku remained calm. A blue window opened before him. Emergency main quest. Protect Class 1A. Progress. 3%. Another menu expanded. Inventory. Iron Training Sword. Minor Stamina Potion times 12. Minor Healing Potion times 9. Smoke Bomb times 5. Wire Cable times 3. The sword is enough. Click. Whoosh. Particles of blue light gathered in his right hand. The Iron Training Sword materialized instantly. The surrounding villains froze. Where did that come from? Storage Quirk. Izuku lowered his stance. Inhale. Total concentration breathing. His heartbeat slowed. The world became crystal clear. The first villain reached him. Boom. His pipe descended. Whoosh. Izuku sidestepped. Crack. The flat side of the sword struck the man's wrist. The pipe flew away. Before the villain could react. Crack. Another strike hit his shoulder. He collapsed unconscious. Another 3 rushed forward. Whoosh. Izuku accelerated. His movements flowed like water. One swing. Crack. Another. Crack. A sweeping kick. Boom. 3 villains crashed into the lake. Water exploded upward. Splash. Tsuyu blinked. Ribbit. He's amazing. Mineta stared with wide eyes. He beat them without cutting anyone. More villains surrounded him. One activated a fire-type quirk. Boom. A stream of flames shot toward Izuku. He immediately focused Chakra beneath his feet. Whoosh. He leapt high into the air. The flames scorched the lake instead. Steam covered the battlefield. Sun breathing. Golden warmth spread throughout his body. His breathing changed instantly. He swung his sword. Whoosh. A powerful wind blade burst forward. The compressed air extinguished the flames before slamming into 3 villains. Boom. They tumbled across the flooded platform. Within seconds, half the group had fallen. The remaining criminals hesitated. He's just one student. Why can't we hit him? Their formation broke. Fear spread among them. Izuku quietly pointed his sword toward the remaining villains. Leave, or I'll keep fighting. None of them moved. Instead, they attacked together. Roar. Boom. Explosions. Ice. Steel chains. Dozens of quirks filled the air. Izuku inhaled once more. First gate. Boom. Emerald energy erupted around his body. Cracks spread beneath the water's surface. His speed doubled instantly. Whoosh. He disappeared. The attacks collided with each other instead. Boom. Water exploded everywhere. Villains screamed as friendly fire knocked several into the lake. Before anyone recovered, whoosh, Izuku appeared behind them. The blunt side of his sword flashed repeatedly. Crack, 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 boom. One after another, villains collapsed unconscious. Less than a minute later, only silence remained. Floating debris drifted across the lake. The defeated villains lay scattered everywhere. Ding. Enemies defeated. 26. XP gained. 3,600. Level up. Level 31 reached. Level up. Level 32 reached. Battle instinct proficiency increased. Tsuyu slowly walked toward him. Ribbit. Thank you. Mineta immediately grabbed Izuku's shoulders. You saved us. Izuku smiled. We're not finished yet. Before anyone could ask, the gamer system flashed brilliantly. Ding. Hidden condition fulfilled. Player has successfully protected allies while under overwhelming odds. Multiversal compatibility increased. New world available. Jujutsu Kaisen. Unlock conditions. Emergency complete. Travel available. Izuku blinked. Already. Another golden notification appeared. Special quest available. The domain of Jujutsu. Travel to another world. Learn cursed energy. Obtain soul perception. Reward. New energy system. Rare passive skill. 5000 XP. Cursed energy. He remembered everything he knew. Sorcerers. Curses. Black flash. Domain expansions. Another completely different power system. His analytical mind immediately began imagining countless combinations. Chakra. Breathing styles. Cursed energy. They could complement each other perfectly. Before he could think further. Boom. A tremendous shockwave echoed across USJ. The entire building shook violently. Suyu looked toward the central plaza. Something huge happened. Another explosion followed. Boom. Izuku immediately recognized the direction. Aizawa. He dismissed the quest window. We're going. Suyu nodded. Let's hurry. Using chakra beneath their feet, the three students sprinted across the surface of the lake. Whoosh. Far ahead, another monstrous roar echoed throughout USJ. Roar. The battle against the Nomu had already begun. The central plaza of USJ had become a battlefield. Smoke drifted through the air. Broken concrete covered the ground. Villains surrounded a lone figure wrapped in black capture cloth. Aizawa. He fought without hesitation. Boom. Another villain crashed into the pavement. Whoosh. His capture weapon wrapped around two more criminals before throwing them into a concrete wall. Crack. But the villains kept coming. One after another. They surrounded him from every direction. Then, boom. The Nomu arrived. Its enormous foot shattered the floor. Roar. Its empty eyes locked onto Aizawa. Shigaraki smiled. Let's see if you're really worthy of being called Eraser Head. The Nomu disappeared. Whoosh. It reappeared directly in front of Aizawa. Boom. Its fist slammed into his guard. The impact launched him backward. Crack. He crashed through several broken pillars before rolling across the ground. Blood dripped from the corner of his mouth. Yet he immediately stood again. Damn monster. Meanwhile, Izuku, Suyu, and Mineta finally reached the central plaza. They froze. The scene before them was overwhelming. Aizawa stood alone against dozens of villains. The Nomu towered behind them. 13 had already been severely injured. The remaining students were trapped behind rubble. Ochako spotted Izuku. Midoriya. Iida clenched his fists. We have to help Sensei. Izuku's gamer system suddenly flashed. Ding. Emergency quest updated. Protect Aizawa. Defeat the Nomu. Stop the League's invasion. Bonus objective. Ensure 0 student casualties. Reward. 15,000 XP. Epic equipment. World travel cooldown removed. Izuku narrowed his eyes. I'm going. Bakugo immediately stepped beside him. Don't think you're doing this alone. Kirishima cracked his knuckles. Let's smash them. Todoroki quietly formed ice beneath his feet. We moved together. Before anyone charged. Boom. Another tremendous impact echoed across USJ. Everyone looked upward. All Might had arrived. He landed between the students and the villains. The ground shattered beneath his feet. Boom. A powerful gust swept across the plaza. Whoosh. Students cheered. All Might. He's here. All Might smiled despite his exhaustion. I am here. Shigaraki scratched his neck. Finally. The Nomu immediately charged. Boom. Its fist collided with All Might's. Crack. A shockwave erupted across the entire facility. Windows shattered. Dust filled the air. The battle of giants had begun. Izuku quietly observed every movement. His analysis skill activated automatically. Analyzing. Shock absorption. Regeneration. Muscle reinforcement. Combat patterns. Analysis complete. Weak point identified. Brain stem. Core nervous junction. There. He gripped his sword. I only need one opening. Just then, the gamer system flashed again. Ding. Condition fulfilled. Emergency stabilized. World travel available. Optional training quest available. Travel before returning to current timeline. Yes, no. Izuku blinked. The battle. He looked toward All Might. Despite the fierce exchange, All Might had temporarily pinned down the Nomu. There was time. Thanks to the system's time synchronization, only seconds would pass here. Izuku immediately selected, yes. Click. Whoosh. A familiar blue portal quietly appeared behind a collapsed wall. No one noticed. Izuku looked toward Iida. Protect everyone. Iida nodded without hesitation. Leave it to me. Izuku stepped behind the rubble. Then entered the portal. Whoosh. Countless stars streaked across the dimensional tunnel. Blue energy surrounded him. Ding. Travel sequence initiated. Destination confirmed. World. Jujutsu Kaisen. Location. Tokyo Jujutsu High. Moments later, Izuku stepped onto a stone pathway surrounded by traditional buildings. Fresh mountain air filled his lungs. He looked around. This is... Before he finished speaking, two figures were sprinting toward him. One had pink hair and an energetic grin. The other was an impossibly tall, muscular young man with sharp eyes. The pink-haired boy stopped first. Hey, you're new. I'm Yuji Itadori. Izuku smiled politely. Izuku Midoriya. The taller student folded his arms. A newcomer. Interesting. I'm Aoi Todo. Before another word could be exchanged, a monstrous curse burst through nearby trees. Roar. Black miasma covered its body. Multiple crimson eyes opened simultaneously. Yuji immediately stepped forward. Perfect timing. Todo grinned. Show him. The curse lunged. Boom. Yuji dashed forward. Whoosh. His fist struck the curse's chest. Crack. A split second later, a second impact exploded from the exact same point. Boom. The curse flew backward through several trees. Izuku's eyes widened. 2 impacts. The gamer system instantly activated. Special combat technique detected. Analyzing. Timing. Cursed energy delay. Impact synchronization. Progress. 18%. 41%. 69%. 92%. 100%. Ding. New technique discovered. Divergent strike. Requirements. Learn cursed energy. Izuku looked toward Yuji with genuine excitement. Another completely different combat system was waiting to be mastered. The mountain breeze gently flowed across Tokyo Jujutsu High. Izuku stood silently, watching Yuji Itadori and Aoi Todo face the enormous curse. Black miasma spread through the forest. Roar. The curse smashed both fists into the ground. Boom. Rocks exploded into the air. Yuji immediately rushed forward. Whoosh. His movements were incredibly direct. Every punch carried explosive force. Boom. Crack. Another delayed impact burst from the same location. The curse staggered backward. Izuku's gamer system immediately analyzed every exchange. Special combat technique detected. Divergent strike. Analysis. Complete. Compatibility. 100%. Amazing. Todo glanced toward Izuku. Don't just watch. Fight. The curse roared again before charging directly toward Izuku. Roar. Its massive claw descended. Boom. Izuku calmly inhaled. Total concentration breathing. His body instantly synchronized. Whoosh. He stepped sideways. The claw shattered empty ground. Crack. Izuku countered with a punch. Boom. The curse barely moved. Hard. Yuji smiled. Its defense is strong. Todo folded his arms. Then reinforce your attack. Don't rely only on physical strength. He pointed toward Izuku's chest. Feel the energy inside yourself. Negative emotions exist in everyone. Fear, anger, regret. Accept them. Then control them. Izuku quietly closed his eyes. His analytical mind replayed everything he had experienced. Being declared quirkless. Years of bullying. Watching heroes while believing he could never become one. All those emotions still existed. Instead of rejecting them, he accepted them. Warmth slowly appeared deep inside his body. Then, a different energy emerged. Dark. Powerful. Steady. Ding. New resource unlocked. Cursed energy. A second status bar appeared beneath his chakra. Cursed energy. 100,100. New skill acquired. Basic cursed energy control level 1. Izuku slowly opened his eyes. Dark energy quietly surrounded his fists. Yuji smiled. You got it already. Todo laughed loudly. Excellent. Now attack. The curse lunged again. Whoosh. Izuku sprinted forward. Chakra strengthened his footing. Breathing reinforced his body. Cursed energy covered his fist. Boom. His punch connected with the curse's abdomen. Crack. Black energy exploded from the impact. The curse flew backward several meters. Roar. It crashed through multiple trees. Izuku looked at his own hand. It worked. Todo nodded. Again. Training continued for days. Thanks to time synchronization, months passed inside the Jujutsu world while only moments passed inside USJ. Every morning, Yuji sparred against Izuku. Every afternoon, Todo corrected his stance, his timing, his balance, his cursed energy output. Izuku's growth became astonishing. Ding. Basic cursed energy control. Level 2. Down pointing arrow. Level 3. Down pointing arrow. Level 4. Down pointing arrow. Level 5. New passive acquired. Soul perception. Izuku blinked. Soul perception. The description appeared. Soul perception. Passive skill. Allows the player to perceive spiritual structures. Detect souls. Identify spiritual damage. Recognize cursed beings. Another passive. Todo crossed his arms. Your perception has awakened. Good. Now comes the difficult part. Yuji grinned. Black flash. Izuku immediately became interested. The strongest critical strike. Todo nodded. Exactly. Physical impact. Then cursed energy within an infinitesimal moment. Perfect synchronization. Very few can do it intentionally. Show him. Yuji nodded. Another powerful curse entered the training field. Roar. Without hesitation, Yuji dashed forward. Boom. His fist struck the curse. For an instant, everything became completely silent. Then, crack. Space itself seemed to distort. Black lightning erupted around the impact. Boom. The curse was launched across the forest before dissolving into ash. Izuku stared without blinking. That wasn't divergent strike. Number. Yuji smiled. That was black flash. The gamer system immediately reacted. Ding. Legendary technique detected. Black flash. Analysis initiated. Timing calculation. Cursed energy synchronization. Critical amplification. Progress. 9%. 23%. 41%. 58%. 76%. 94%. 100%. Ding. Requirements satisfied. Attempt skill acquisition. Yes, no. Izuku immediately selected yes. Click. Warm energy surged throughout his body. Countless calculations flooded his mind. Every movement. Every fraction of a second. Every fluctuation of cursed energy. The gamer system began rewriting the technique. Integrating. Black flash. With existing combat tree. Combining. Battle instinct. Taijutsu. Chakra control. Total concentration breathing. Complete. New skill acquired. Black flash level 1. Type. Critical melee skill. Effect. Temporarily amplifies impact power by manipulating cursed energy at perfect timing. Critical chance increases with proficiency. Todo smiled proudly. Incredible. You learned it after seeing it once. Yuji laughed. That's honestly unfair. Izuku smiled awkwardly. The system really helps. Before another conversation could begin. Ding. A brilliant golden notification appeared. Main quest complete. The domain of Jujutsu. Rewards distributed. 5,000 XP. Cursed energy unlocked. Soul perception acquired. Black flash acquired. Return available. Izuku looked toward both of them. Thank you. Yuji waved cheerfully. Come back anytime. Todo grinned confidently. Next time, we'll fight at full strength. Izuku nodded. I'm looking forward to it. Whoosh. The familiar dimensional portal appeared. Without hesitation, Izuku stepped inside. Seconds later, he emerged behind the collapsed wall inside USJ. Only an instant had passed. The sounds of battle still echoed across the facility. Boom. Roar. All Might and the Nomu continued exchanging devastating blows. Izuku slowly clenched his fist. Black sparks briefly flickered around it before disappearing. His next battle would be fought with the combined power of breathing, chakra, and cursed energy. The battlefield inside USJ trembled violently. Boom. All Might's fist collided with the Nomu's. A devastating shockwave swept across the entire facility. Walls cracked, windows shattered, dust filled the air. Students watched in stunned silence. He's incredible. That's All Might. But Izuku's eyes remained fixed on the Nomu. His appraisal continued updating in real time. Nomu. Level 85. HP 8420 20,000. Status. Regenerating. Shock absorption active. Combat efficiency reduced. Its regeneration is slowing. Another notification appeared. Ding. Black flash. Ready. Izuku gripped the iron training sword. Black sparks briefly danced around his fist before disappearing. He looked toward All Might. I'll create an opening. Without waiting for permission. Whoosh. He dashed forward. His speed surprised everyone watching. Bakugo's eyes widened. Deku. Kirishima blinked. He's charging the Nomu. The monster immediately noticed him. Roar. It swung one enormous arm. Boom. Izuku activated chakra beneath his feet. Whoosh. He sprinted along the broken concrete instead of retreating. The massive fist barely missed him. Crack. The ground exploded behind him. First gate. Boom. Emerald energy erupted around his body. His muscles expanded. His speed increased dramatically. He reached the Nomu's shoulder in an instant. The creature turned. Too late. Sun breathing. Golden energy flowed through every muscle. His breathing synchronized perfectly. The iron sword glowed faintly. Whoosh. He slashed toward the monster's neck. Crack. The blade carved deeply into its flesh. Dark blood sprayed across the battlefield. Roar. The Nomu roared in pain. Its regeneration immediately activated. Izuku narrowed his eyes. Not enough. Before the wound completely healed, he clenched his left fist. Dark cursed energy gathered around it. Black sparks quietly surrounded his knuckles. His battle instinct calculated the perfect moment. 0.000001 seconds. Black flash. Boom. Space itself distorted. Black lightning erupted from the impact. Crack. The punch landed directly on the damaged section of the Nomu's neck. The shockwave pierced through muscle and bone. For the first time, the Nomu staggered backward. Its regeneration stopped for several seconds. Ding. Critical hit. Black flash successful. Weak point damaged. All Might immediately understood. He smiled. Excellent. Without hesitation, he rushed forward. Boom. His fist slammed into the Nomu's chest. Crack. The monster flew across the plaza. It crashed through several concrete pillars. Boom. Before it could recover, All Might appeared above it. Whoosh. Detroit. He pulled back his fist. Smash. Boom. The final punch launched the Nomu high into the sky. The creature disappeared into the clouds before falling far beyond USJ. Silence followed. Then, students erupted into cheers. He won. All Might defeated it. Izuku slowly deactivated the first gate. The emerald aura disappeared. He exhaled calmly. All Might landed beside him. Young man. That opening. You created it perfectly. Izuku smiled. I only supported you. All Might laughed. It was more than enough. Meanwhile, Tamura Shigaraki stared at the empty battlefield. His hands trembled. Impossible. The Nomu. Lost. Kurogiri quietly stepped beside him. We should retreat. Shigaraki clenched his fists. Damn heroes. Before he could attack again, police sirens echoed outside. Woo! Reinforcements had arrived. Heroes flooded into USJ from every entrance. Shigaraki clicked his tongue. Kurogiri. Withdraw. The living portal expanded. Whoosh. One after another, the remaining villains disappeared. Within seconds, the battlefield became quiet. The League of Villains had escaped. Minutes later, recovery teams treated the injured. Aizawa sat against a broken wall with several bandages wrapped around his arms. He looked toward Izuku. Midoriya, your inventory, that sword, your physical enhancement, they don't behave like a normal quirk. Izuku remained calm. It's complicated. Aizawa studied him for a moment, then nodded. Everyone has secrets. Just make sure yours is used to save people. Yes, sensei. Aizawa looked away. Good. Ding. The gamer system appeared once more. Emergency quest complete. Protect Class 1A. Protect Aizawa. Repel the League of Villains. Rewards distributed. 15,000 XP. Epic equipment. World travel cooldown removed. His experience bar surged. Ding. Level up. Level 33 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 34 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 35 reached. Epic equipment acquired. Heroes Combat Gauntlets. Quality. Epic. Effect. Plus 15% melee damage. Plus 10% durability. Compatible with Chakra, breathing styles, and cursed energy. Another golden notification appeared. New main quest. U.A. Sports Festival. Objective. Win the championship. Bonus objectives. Finish first in every event. Reveal only the minimum amount of your true strength. Rewards. 20,000 XP. Legendary skill. New multiversal destination. Izuku quietly closed the system. The sports festival was approaching. Students across Japan believed it would showcase the future generation of heroes. None of them knew that one competitor already possessed the powers of 3 different worlds. Several weeks passed after the USJ incident. Life at U.A. slowly returned to normal. Classes resumed. Combat exercises continued. Every morning, Izuku completed his daily quests before sunrise. Ding. Daily quest completed. Reward. 300 XP. Plus 3 free stat points. Random item. His level steadily climbed. His mastery over every power system continued improving. Sun breathing became smoother. Chakra control reached a new level. Black Flash no longer felt unfamiliar. The first gate could remain active for nearly 10 minutes without exhausting his body. The U.A. Sports Festival came and went. Izuku dominated every event. During the obstacle race, he crossed the finish line several seconds ahead of everyone else using chakra-enhanced movement and total concentration breathing. During the cavalry battle, his analytical ability allowed his team to avoid every ambush while collecting the highest number of points. During the tournament, he defeated every opponent without causing unnecessary injuries. His battle against Shoto Todoroki became the highlight of the festival. Instead of overwhelming him immediately, Izuku activated Soul Perception. A faint blue outline surrounded Todoroki's spirit. He saw deep emotional scars surrounding the left side of his soul. Izuku understood immediately. Your fire isn't your enemy. Todoroki looked at him in surprise. What? It's your power, not his. Those simple words broke years of hesitation. Boom. Scarlet flames erupted beside Todoroki's eyes for the very first time. The entire stadium erupted into cheers. Their battle continued at full strength. Ice, fire, wind, shockwaves echoed across the arena. Boom, boom, boom. In the end, Izuku combined sun breathing with chakra-enhanced footwork. Whoosh. He slipped through Todoroki's final attack. The blunt side of his sword lightly touched Todoroki's shoulder. The referee raised his hand. Winner. Izuku Midoriya. Thunderous applause filled the stadium. Days later, students selected their internship agencies. Izuku received offers from dozens of pro heroes. He finally chose Grand Tori number. The elderly hero looked harmless. Until training began. Whoosh. Gran Torino disappeared. Boom. He slammed directly into Izuku's chest. Izuku slid backward several meters. Fast. Gran Torino laughed. Don't stare. Move. Their training lasted several days. Gran Torino focused entirely on movement efficiency. Every dodge, every step, every angle, Izuku quickly adapted. Battle instinct and chakra control improved together. Ding. Battle instinct. Level 2. Chakra control. Level 6. Then, emergency reports spread throughout Hosu City. Multiple heroes had disappeared. Injured professionals were found throughout the district. One name appeared repeatedly. Hero killer. Stain. Gran Torino immediately became serious. Stay alert. This criminal isn't ordinary. Izuku nodded. Understood. Night covered Hosu City. Sirens echoed through the streets. Woo. Flames rose from damaged buildings. Pro heroes rushed in every direction. Izuku suddenly heard the sound of steel clashing. Crack. He immediately sprinted toward it. Whoosh. Inside a narrow alley, Tenya Iida knelt on the ground. Blood covered one leg. Before him stood a man wrapped in blood-stained clothing. His sword rested casually on one shoulder. His tongue slowly licked fresh blood from the blade. Stain. He calmly looked toward Izuku. Another hero. Iida struggled to move. Midoriya. Don't. Stain smiled coldly. Too late. He flicked a single drop of blood toward Izuku. It landed across the back of his hand. Stain's tongue immediately touched his own blade. Freeze. Nothing happened. Silence filled the alley. Stain frowned. What? He activated his quirk again. Freeze. Again. Nothing. Izuku calmly looked at the blue notification floating before him. Ding. Status effect detected. Blood curdle. Gamer's body activated. Negative status. Nullified. Status immunity successful. Izuku smiled slightly. Your quirk doesn't work on me. Stain's eyes narrowed. Impossible. Everyone freezes. Not everyone. Izuku slowly stepped forward. His breathing became steady. Golden warmth spread through his body. Sun breathing. Stain immediately charged. Whoosh. His sword flashed toward Izuku's neck. Crack. Izuku drew his own blade from the inventory. Their swords collided. Sparks scattered across the alley. Boom. Stain attacked relentlessly. Slashes. Thrusts. Kicks. Each strike flowed seamlessly into the next. Izuku calmly analyzed every movement. His battle instinct predicted each angle before the attacks arrived. Whoosh. 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 Every slash missed by centimeters. Stain smiled. Good. Finally. A worthy opponent. Izuku shifted his stance. Chakra flowed beneath his feet. Cursed energy gathered around his fist. The first gate quietly activated. Boom. Emerald energy surrounded him. Stain's pupils contracted. What is that? Izuku vanished. Whoosh. He appeared behind Stain in an instant. Before the hero killer could turn. Black flash. Crack. Boom. Black lightning erupted from Izuku's fist. The impact struck Stain squarely between the shoulder blades. The alley shook violently. Stain crashed through a brick wall before rolling across the street. Dust slowly settled. The hero killer struggled to stand. His body trembled. That was incredible. He laughed weakly. Your conviction is stronger than many heroes. His legs finally gave out. He collapsed unconscious. Ding. Main quest complete. The hero killer's stat check. Rewards distributed. 18,000 XP. New passive unlocked. Gamer's body. Gamer's body. Passive skill. Immune to abnormal status effects. Mental interference resistance increased. Physical recovery speed increased. Ding. Level up. Level 36 reached. Level up. Level 37 reached. Level up. Level 38 reached. Another golden notification slowly appeared before Izuku. Next main quest. The raid on the Dungeon World. Special instance unlocked. Recommended level. 40+. Reward. Massive experience. S rank advancement. New multiversal destination. Izuku quietly closed the system. His internship had ended. The next stage of his journey would take him beyond the limits of every world he had visited so far. Night quietly settled over the UA dormitory. Most students had already gone to sleep after another exhausting day of training. Inside his room, Izuku completed the final push-up of the day. 100. Ding. Daily quest complete. Reward. 300 XP. Plus 3 free stat points. Random item. Golden particles surrounded him. His experience bar finally reached its limit. Ding. Level up. Level 39 reached. Izuku stretched his shoulders. His body felt lighter than ever. Sun breathing had become second nature. His chakra circulated effortlessly. His cursed energy remained perfectly stable. Before he could close the system. Ding. A crimson notification appeared. Unlike every previous quest, this one pulsed with strange energy. Special event unlocked. Special instance dungeon. Difficulty. S rank. Recommended level. 40. Objective. Clear every floor. Defeat the dungeon boss. Reward. Massive experience. Rare equipment. S rank gamer advancement. Izuku quietly read every line. A dungeon. Another message appeared. Time synchronization. Enabled. 1 month inside. Equals. 1 minute outside. Perfect. He immediately accepted. Click. Boom. Blue light erupted throughout the room. Whoosh. Space folded inward. A circular portal slowly materialized before him. Its center was completely black. Countless stars rotated around its edges. Without hesitation, Izuku stepped inside. Whoosh. Cold air greeted him. His feet landed upon ancient stone. He slowly looked around. Towering pillars stretched toward an unseen ceiling. Blue crystals illuminated an endless underground world. Massive stairways connected floating islands suspended above a seemingly bottomless abyss. The atmosphere felt ancient and dangerous. Ding. Welcome. Special instance dungeon. Floor 1. New objective. Eliminate every monster. Growl. Dozens of glowing red eyes suddenly opened inside the darkness. Roar. Massive wolves slowly emerged. Their bodies were covered with black crystal armor. Sharp claws scraped against the stone floor. Crack. Izuku immediately activated appraisal. Crystal Wolf. Level 42. Weakness. Neck. Eyes. Fire. Higher level than me. The wolves charged together. Boom. Whoosh. Izuku disappeared. Chakra reinforced his legs. He crossed the battlefield in an instant. The first wolf lunged. Roar. Its jaws snapped shut. Nothing. Izuku had already moved. Crack. His sword slashed across its neck. The monster dissolved into blue particles. Ding. Enemy defeated. XP gained. Another wolf attacked from behind. Izuku twisted. Whoosh. Black flash. Boom. Black lightning erupted from his fist. The wolf exploded into fragments. The remaining monsters hesitated. Then, they attacked simultaneously. Roar. 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 Boom. Claws struck from every direction. Izuku calmly inhaled. First gate. Boom. Emerald energy burst around him. His speed doubled. Whoosh. His sword flashed repeatedly. Crack. 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 Within seconds, every wolf had disappeared. Ding. Floor cleared. Reward. Health restored. Mana restored. Chakra restored. Cursed energy restored. A staircase slowly rose from the ground. Rumble. Izuku smiled. There are more. The following floors became increasingly dangerous. Floor 5. Stone golems. Boom. Their fists shattered the ground. Izuku combined chakra-enhanced movement with sun breathing. One precise strike destroyed each core. Crack. Floor 11. Shadow assassins. They disappeared into darkness. Whoosh. Soul perception immediately located every hidden enemy. Black flash eliminated them one after another. Boom. Boom. Floor 19. Venom dragons. Roar. Green acid covered the battlefield. Izuku leapt into the air. Sun breathing. Third form. A massive wind slash tore through the poisonous cloud. Crack. Both dragons collapsed. Weeks passed inside the dungeon. The gamer system continuously rewarded every victory. Ding. Level up. Level 40 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 43 reached. Ding. Level up. Level 47 reached. His stats climbed rapidly. Strength, agility, vitality, all increased beyond ordinary heroes. His mastery of every skill improved. Sun breathing. Level 5. Chakra control. Level 8. Black flash. Level 4. First gate. Level 5. Battle instinct. Level 5. Finally, after nearly a month inside the dungeon, Izuku reached the final floor. An enormous gate stood before him, covered in ancient runes. Boom. The massive doors slowly opened. Inside, a gigantic armored knight sat upon a black throne. Its crimson eyes ignited. Roar. It slowly stood, drawing a sword nearly 3 meters long. The pressure alone shook the entire chamber. Crack. Izuku activated appraisal. Dungeon King. Level 65. HP 120,000 120,000. Special traits. High regeneration. Magic resistance. Physical resistance. Berserk mode. Ding. Final objective. Defeat the Dungeon King. Reward. S-rank gamer advancement. Legendary equipment. 25,000 XP. The Dungeon King raised its colossal sword. Boom. The blade crashed toward Izuku. The stone floor shattered. Whoosh. Izuku narrowly dodged. His battle instinct immediately began calculating attack patterns. Fast. The giant swung again. Boom. Another shockwave ripped through the chamber. Izuku smiled calmly. He tightened his grip on the hero's combat gauntlets. Golden breathing energy flowed through his body. Chakra gathered beneath his feet. Dark cursed energy surrounded both fists. Emerald energy erupted around him. Boom. The first gate opened completely. Let's finish this. The final battle of the Special Instance Dungeon had begun. The Dungeon King roared. Roar. Its crimson eyes illuminated the entire throne room. Dark mana flooded the chamber. The pressure alone cracked the ancient floor. Crack. Izuku calmly exhaled. Golden light flowed through his lungs. Sun breathing synchronized with every heartbeat. Chakra circulated throughout his body. Cursed energy condensed around both fists. The first gate remained fully open. Emerald energy surrounded him like blazing flames. Ding. Boss battle initiated. Enemy. Dungeon King. Level 65. HP 120,000 120,000. Objective. Survive. Defeat the boss. The enormous knight disappeared. Whoosh. Fast. Izuku barely raised his sword. Boom. Their weapons collided. A violent shockwave swept across the chamber. Crack. Izuku slid backward several meters. The Dungeon King did not stop. Another slash. Whoosh. Another. Boom. Its gigantic blade shattered pillars with every swing. Stone debris rained across the battlefield. Izuku remained calm. Battle instinct activated. Hundreds of predictions appeared inside his mind. Attack angle, timing, footwork, weak points. Every movement became clearer. Left. Whoosh. He dodged. High. Boom. He ducked beneath another strike. Counter. He lunged forward. Sun breathing. Fourth form. Whoosh. His sword carved across the knight's chest. Crack. Sparks erupted. Only a shallow cut remained. Ding. Physical resistance detected. Recommended. Increase impact force. Then, black flash. Dark cursed energy gathered around his right fist. The Danjin King swung downward again. Boom. Izuku stepped inside the attack instead of retreating. His fist connected. For one perfect instant, time itself seemed to stop. Crack. Black lightning exploded. Boom. Space distorted around the impact. The Danjin King staggered backward. A massive crater appeared across its chest. Ding. Critical hit. Black flash successful. Boss HP. 97,600 120,000. Effective. The knight roared. Roar. Dark flames erupted across its armor. Its aura doubled. Ding. Warning. Boss has entered berserk mode. Attack increased. Speed increased. The entire throne room shook violently. Boom. Massive pillars collapsed. Floating islands began falling into the abyss. The battlefield itself was collapsing. The Danjin King charged. Whoosh. Izuku activated Chakra beneath his feet. He sprinted directly toward the giant. Instead of avoiding the attack, he accelerated. Second gate. Boom. Another emerald eruption burst from his body. His muscles became even lighter. His speed surged dramatically. Ding. New skill unlocked. Second gate. Gate of healing. Temporary regeneration increased. Fatigue reduced. Izuku smiled. Perfect timing. His breathing deepened. Golden wind surrounded his sword. Chakra reinforced every movement. Black sparks danced across his gauntlets. Everything synchronized perfectly. Sun breathing. Chakra. Black flash. Battle instinct. First gate. Second gate. All activated simultaneously. The Danjin King raised its colossal sword. Now. Whoosh. Izuku vanished. He appeared directly before the giant. Black flash. Boom. Sun breathing. Whoosh. First gate. Boom. Second gate. Crack. His fist struck the damaged section of the knight's chest. Black lightning erupted. Golden wind exploded outward. The combined impact pierced completely through the armor. The core hidden inside the knight shattered. Crack. Silence. Then, boom. The Danjin King exploded into countless blue fragments. Light flooded the chamber. Ding. Boss defeated. Massive experience gained. Level up. Level 48 reached. Level up. Level 49 reached. Level up. Level 50 reached. Special title acquired. Danjin Conqueror. Legendary equipment obtained. Shadow Step Boots. Effect. Movement speed plus 30%. Silent movement. Chakra efficiency increased. S-rank gamer advancement complete. All attributes increased. Izuku slowly looked at his status. Name. Izuku Midoriya. Class. Multiversal gamer. Rank. S-rank gamer. Level. 50. Strength. 281. Agility. 305. Vitality. 247. Intelligence. 290. Wisdom. 241. Luck. 118. Resources. HP. MP. Chakra. Cursed energy. Skills. Sun breathing. Chakra control. Battle instinct. Black flash. Gamer's body. Soul perception. Appraisal. Inventory. First gate. Second gate. Before he could continue reading. Ding. A new crimson notification appeared. Emergency world event. Return immediately. World. My Hero Academia. Priority. Maximum. Objective. Protect Class 1A. Izuku frowned. What happened? The system displayed an image. The forest training camp. Explosions. Fire. Villains. Students running through the darkness. Among them, Muscular. Moonfish. Twice. Spinner. Magna. Mr. Compress. And the Vanguard Action Squad. Another message appeared. Main quest. Vanguard Action Squad ambush. Primary objectives. Protect every Class 1A student. Prevent Bakugo's capture. Eliminate the invading villains. Reward. 40,000 XP. Mythic skill. New multiversal destination. Without hesitation, Izuku selected return. Whoosh. The dungeon collapsed behind him as the dimensional portal swallowed his body. Seconds later, he emerged in the middle of the burning forest. Boom. Trees crashed to the ground. Students scattered in every direction. Villains laughed from the darkness. Roar. A massive figure stepped out from between the burning trees. Its muscles bulged unnaturally. Its grin widened. Muscular. He looked directly at a terrified young boy standing behind shattered rocks. Kota. Muscular raised one enormous fist. Die. Before the punch could fall. Whoosh. A green blur appeared between them. Izuku calmly caught the gigantic fist with one hand. Boom. The ground beneath his feet shattered. Muscular's smile slowly disappeared. What? Izuku looked up. His emerald aura flickered beneath the moonlight. Golden wind surrounded his body. Black sparks danced across his gauntlets. You're not touching him. The forest suddenly fell silent. The battle for the training camp had finally begun. The forest exploded beneath the force of Muscular's punch. Boom. The ground split apart. Trees collapsed in every direction. Dust swallowed the battlefield. Kota stared in disbelief. Midoriya. Muscular grinned. You actually stopped it. He pushed harder. Veins bulged across his oversized arm. Crack. The earth beneath Izuku's feet shattered. Yet, he did not move even a single step. Izuku calmly looked into Muscular's eyes. Your strength is impressive, but it's uncontrolled. Muscular laughed loudly. Then let's see yours. His muscle fibers expanded once again. Roar. Massive layers of muscle wrapped around his body. His size nearly doubled. Ding. Appraisal. Muscular. Level. 58. HP. 86,000. Status. Muscle augmentation. Berserk. Danger level. High. Muscular charged. Boom. Izuku stepped forward instead of backward. Whoosh. Their fists collided. Crack. A shockwave flattened the nearby trees. Muscular's smile widened. Good. Hit harder. Izuku quietly inhaled. Sun breathing. Golden air surged through his lungs. Chakra reinforced every muscle. The second gate remained open. Emerald energy danced around his body. His hero's combat gauntlets glowed faintly. Black flash. Boom. Black lightning erupted from his fist. Space distorted. Muscular's massive body flew backward. Crack. He smashed through 6 giant trees before rolling across the forest floor. His health bar dropped instantly. HP. 61,486,000. What the hell? Muscular slowly climbed to his feet. Blood dripped from his mouth. For the first time, his grin disappeared. That actually hurt. Izuku didn't answer. He disappeared. Whoosh. Battle instinct predicted every movement before Muscular even made it. Muscular swung wildly. Boom. Nothing. Izuku had already moved. Another punch landed. Crack. Black sparks erupted. Muscular staggered again. Boom. Another strike. Another. Each attack landed exactly on the previous impact point. His muscle armor slowly collapsed. Ding. Critical chain. 5 consecutive weak point strikes. Damage multiplier increased. Muscular roared. Roar. He gathered every remaining muscle fiber into his right arm. The limb became enormous. Die. Boom. The gigantic punch descended. Izuku calmly looked upward. Third gate. Emerald light exploded across the battlefield. Boom. His body became dramatically lighter. His speed increased once more. Ding. New skill unlocked. Third gate. Gate of life. Speed greatly increased. Chakra consumption reduced. Before Muscular's fist reached him. Whoosh. Izuku vanished. He appeared directly beside Muscular's head. Black flash. Crack. Boom. Black lightning tore through the night sky. The impact completely shattered Muscular's remaining muscle armor. His gigantic body spun through the air before crashing unconscious into the ground. Boom. Silence returned. Ding. Boss defeated. Level up. Level 51 reached. Level up. Level 52 reached. Special reward. Muscle resistance passive. Kota slowly approached. His eyes were wide with amazement. You beat him. Izuku smiled. Are you hurt? Kota slowly shook his head. Number. Thank you. Before Izuku could answer. Ding. A crimson warning filled his vision. Emergency. Multiple students in danger. Targets detected. Tokiyami. Bakugo. Todoroki. Yaoyorozu. Izuku immediately activated soul perception. Hundreds of glowing signatures appeared throughout the forest. He located every Class 1A student. Then, one unfamiliar presence caught his attention. It radiated overwhelming malice. All for one. The system immediately corrected him. Negative. Target unidentified. Detected. Tamura Shigaraki. Bakugo capture operation. In progress. Izuku immediately sprinted. Whoosh. Shadow step boots accelerated every step. He crossed hundreds of meters in seconds. Along the way, he encountered Moonfish. The villain's blade-like teeth erupted from his mouth. Roar. Dozens of razor-sharp blades pierced through the forest. Whoosh. Izuku sidestepped effortlessly. Sun breathing. Fifth form. Golden wind spiraled around his sword. Crack. One slash. Every blade shattered simultaneously. Moonfish froze. Before he could react, boom. A chakra-enhanced kick struck his chest. The villain crashed unconscious into a cliff. Ding. Enemy defeated. Further ahead, Magna and Spinner attacked Tiger and Mandalay. Izuku landed between them. Boom. Spinner charged first. His oversized sword descended. Crack. Izuku caught it with one hand. Spinner's eyes widened. Impossible. Izuku twisted. The weapon shattered. Boom. A shoulder throw slammed Spinner into the ground. Before Magna could intervene, black flash. Crack. The impact launched her dozens of meters into the trees. Both villains lost consciousness instantly. Ding. Enemies defeated. Level up. Level 53 reached. Another warning echoed. Critical. Bakugo location confirmed. Mr. Compress. Twice. Dabi. Toga. Spinner retreating. Capture probability. 87%. Too slow. Izuku accelerated again. The third gate remained active. His breathing became perfectly synchronized. Chakra flooded his legs. He crossed the burning forest like a green comet. Whoosh. Ahead, Bakugo struggled against Mr. Compress. Chains restrained his movements. Twice created dozens of clones. Toga smiled while twirling her knife. Dabi's blue flames illuminated the darkness. Tamura Shigaraki slowly stepped toward Bakugo. You're coming with us. Before anyone could move, boom. A violent pressure swept across the battlefield. Everyone turned. Izuku slowly emerged from the smoke. Golden wind circled around him. Emerald energy blazed from his body. Black sparks flickered across his gauntlets. His sword rested calmly on one shoulder. Even Dabi stopped walking. Who? Twice swallowed nervously. He feels completely different. Shigaraki narrowed his eyes. Midoriya. Izuku looked directly at the League of Villains. His voice remained calm. Release Bakugo, or every one of you stays here. The night fell completely silent. The forest burned beneath the midnight sky. Blue flames danced between shattered trees. Smoke drifted through the air. The remaining members of the League of Villains stood together. Dabi, Toga, Twice, Mr. Compress, Spinner, Tamura Shigaraki. Behind them, Bakugo struggled against steel restraints. Let me go. Mr. Compress tightened his grip. You're much louder than I expected. Izuku slowly stepped forward. Golden wind circled around him. Chakra flowed steadily beneath his skin. Black sparks occasionally flickered around his fists. The second and third gates remained open. Shigaraki scratched his neck. You've become troublesome. Dabi calmly raised one hand. Blue flames ignited. Boom. Then we'll kill you first. A torrent of blue fire surged toward Izuku. Whoosh. The forest disappeared beneath blazing flames. Students watching from a distance gasped. Midoriya, look out. Before the flames reached him, Izuku vanished. Whoosh. Dabi's eyes widened. Where? Boom. Izuku appeared beside him. His fist struck Dabi's ribs. Crack. The villain flew across the clearing before smashing into a boulder. Rocks exploded outward. Boom. Before Twice could react, dozens of clones rushed forward. Overwhelm him. Hundreds of copies filled the battlefield. Izuku activated soul perception. Every real soul shone brightly. The clones were empty. Found you. Whoosh. He rushed through the crowd. One strike. Boom. Another. Crack. Every clone dissolved into mud. Within seconds, only the original Twice remained. That's impossible. A precise kick struck his abdomen. Boom. Twice collapsed unconscious. Ding. Enemy defeated. Level up. Level 54 reached. Toga smiled. You're amazing. She disappeared into the trees. Whoosh. Battle instinct immediately reacted. Warning. Hostile approaching from behind. Izuku leaned sideways. A knife barely missed his neck. Crack. Without turning, he grabbed Toga's wrist. Too predictable. Boom. He gently redirected her momentum before striking her shoulder with his palm. The impact knocked her unconscious without causing serious injury. Spinner roared. Stop. He charged with another oversized sword. Izuku caught the blade. Crack. His grip alone shattered it. A shoulder throw slammed Spinner into the ground. Boom. Spinner lost consciousness immediately. Mr. Compress sighed. This is becoming difficult. Marbles appeared between his fingers. He prepared to capture Bakugo. Before he could throw them. Whoosh. Izuku reached him instantly. Black flash. Crack. Boom. Black lightning erupted. Mr. Compress flew across the battlefield before crashing through several trees. The marbles scattered harmlessly. Bakugo dropped onto the ground. His restraints broke apart. Crack. Bakugo immediately stood. Finally. About time. Izuku smiled faintly. Can you still fight? Bakugo grinned. Obviously. Only 2 enemies remained. Dabi slowly climbed out from the rubble. Burns covered one side of his body. Beside him, Tamura Shigaraki calmly stepped forward. Everyone else, completely defeated. His expression remained strangely calm. Interesting. He extended one hand. The ground beneath Izuku immediately began crumbling. Crack. Decay spread rapidly across the battlefield. Trees collapsed into dust. Rocks disintegrated. Izuku leapt backward. Whoosh. Battle instinct calculated the expanding destruction. Don't touch the ground. Chakra immediately flowed beneath his feet. He began running across tree trunks and broken debris. Shigaraki smiled. Good reaction. Dabi fired another torrent of blue flames. Boom. Fire approached from one side. Decay spread from the other. Their attacks trapped Izuku completely. Bakugo attempted to help Deku, but Shigaraki forced him back. Izuku calmly closed his eyes. The gamer system suddenly flashed. Ding. Combat synchronization available. Compatible skills detected. Sun breathing. Chakra control. Black flash. First gate. Second gate. Third gate. Special combination unlocked. Prototype technique. Izuku slowly inhaled. His heartbeat became perfectly steady. Golden breathing energy erupted around him. Chakra spiraled through every pathway. Black cursed energy wrapped around both arms. The first 3 gates opened simultaneously. Boom. Emerald light exploded upward. The pressure alone extinguished Dabi's flames nearby. Everyone instinctively stepped backward. Bakugo stared. What? Shigaraki frowned. That pressure. Izuku slowly raised one fist. Black lightning danced around it. Golden wind rotated around his arm. Chakra formed glowing blue rings beneath his feet. The three energy systems merged into perfect harmony. Ding. New skill created. Trinity Impact. Prototype. Effect. Combines breathing, chakra, and black flash into a single critical strike. Izuku disappeared. Whoosh. Shigaraki's eyes widened. Impossible. Boom. The punch landed squarely against Shigaraki's chest. For an instant, everything became completely silent. Then, boom. A pillar of emerald, golden, and black energy erupted into the night sky. The shockwave spread throughout the entire forest. Trees bent outward. Clouds split apart. Even distant heroes felt the impact. Shigaraki's body was launched hundreds of meters through the forest. He crashed into a cliff. Crack. The mountainside partially collapsed. Dust slowly settled. His costume was torn. Blood dripped from the corner of his mouth. For the first time since becoming the leader of the league, fear appeared in his eyes. What are you? Izuku slowly lowered his fist. Small arcs of black lightning faded around his arm. His breathing remained calm. A hero. Before Shigaraki could answer, sirens echoed through the forest. Woo! Dozens of pro-heroes arrived from every direction. Edgeshot, Mandalay, Tiger, Pixie Bob, Kamui Woods, Mount Lady. Their reinforcements surrounded the battlefield. Dabi immediately grabbed Shigaraki. We're leaving. Kurogiri's dark portal suddenly opened. Whoosh! The remaining villains retreated into the swirling darkness. The portal closed. Silence returned to the forest. Ding. Main quest complete. Vanguard Action Squad ambush. All students protected. Bakugo rescue successful. League invasion repelled. Rewards distributed. 40,000 XP. Mythic skill acquired. New multiversal destination unlocked. Level up. Level 55 reached. Level up. Level 56 reached. Level up. Level 57 reached. Ding. Mythic skill acquired. Parallel shadow clone. Type. Mythic support skill. Effect. Creates durable chakra clones capable of independent combat and synchronized experience sharing. Another golden notification slowly appeared before Izuku. Final main quest. War at Kamino Ward. Objective. Defeat all for one. Protect All Might. Bring peace to Japan. Reward. Legendary class evolution. Complete gamer system synchronization. Izuku quietly looked toward the distant city lights. He could feel it. Night covered Kamino Ward. Emergency sirens echoed throughout the city. Heroes evacuated civilians as quickly as possible. Television helicopters circled above the battlefield. The entire country watched in silence. Inside the ruined warehouse, All Might stood facing the greatest villain in history. All for one. The masked villain slowly stepped forward. His distorted voice echoed across the battlefield. So, another child has appeared. Izuku calmly walked beside All Might. Golden wind gently surrounded him. Emerald energy flowed beneath his skin. Black sparks flickered around both gauntlets. All Might smiled. Young Midoriya, thank you for coming. Izuku nodded. We'll finish this together. All for one laughed quietly. Interesting. One carries the symbol of peace. The other, his eyes narrowed, carries something I cannot understand. Ding. Final main quest. War at Kamino Ward. Objective. Defeat all for one. Protect All Might. Bring peace to Japan. Boss detected. All for one. Level. HP. Danger level. Catastrophic. Battle commenced. Boom. All for one disappeared. Whoosh. He appeared directly before All Might. Multiple quirks activated simultaneously. Air cannon. Spring-like limbs. Kinetic booster. Impact recoil. Boom. All Might blocked the attack. Their fists collided. Shockwaves shattered nearby buildings. Crack. Izuku immediately moved. Shadow step boots accelerated his movement. Whoosh. He circled behind All for one. Black flash. Boom. His fist struck the villain's side. Black lightning erupted. All for One barely moved. Instead, he smiled. Excellent. Your timing is remarkable. A wave of force exploded outward. Boom. Izuku was pushed backward. He landed smoothly. Battle instinct analyzed every movement. Ding. Analysis complete. Multiple quirk synchronization detected. Combat rhythm identified. Weak point probability. 18%. Not enough. All Might charged again. Boom. The two legends exchanged dozens of blows. Every collision shook Kamino Ward. Crack. Boom. Whoosh. Izuku continued watching. Waiting. Calculating. All for One launched another massive air cannon. Boom. All Might blocked it. His injured body staggered. Blood escaped from his mouth. Young Midoriya. Now. Battle instinct immediately reacted. Ding. Opening detected. Success rate. 97%. Izuku inhaled deeply. Sun breathing. Golden light surrounded him. Third gate. Boom. Second gate. Boom. First gate. Boom. Emerald energy erupted skyward. Chakra flooded every pathway. Black cursed energy condensed around his right arm. All three energy systems synchronized perfectly. Ding. Ultimate technique available. 8 gates released. Black flash sun strike. Izuku disappeared. Whoosh. For an instant, even All for One lost sight of him. Where? Izuku appeared directly before him. His fist glowed with golden light. Black lightning covered his arm. Emerald chakra spiraled around the attack. This ends here. Boom. His fist connected with All for One's chest. Black lightning erupted. Golden wind exploded outward. Chakra pierced through every layer of defense. All three powers merged into one overwhelming impact. Crack. The air shattered. A pillar of light pierced the clouds. Every quirk inside All for One suddenly became unstable. One after another, they began collapsing. Boom. Crack. Boom. Energy burst uncontrollably from his body. All for One's eyes widened. My quirks. They're disappearing. Ding. Special effect activated. Energy synchronization collapse. Enemy abilities destabilized. All Might understood immediately. He smiled. Excellent. He gathered every remaining ounce of strength. United. He stepped forward. States. His fist clenched. Boom. Smash. Crack. His punch landed directly where Izuku's attack had shattered All for One's defenses. The final impact launched the villain into the sky. His mask shattered. His body crashed into the ruined street. Boom. Silence. Dust slowly settled across Kamino Ward. All for One did not move. Ding. Boss defeated. Main quest complete. War at Kamino Ward. All Might protected. Peace restored. Reward distributed. 100,000 XP. Legendary class evolution. Complete gamer system synchronization. Golden light surrounded Izuku. Ding. Level up. Level 58 reached. Level up. Level 59 reached. Level up. Level 60 reached. Class evolution complete. New class. Multiversal Sovereign. Title acquired. The Sovereign of all worlds. Passive acquired. Master of worlds. Effect. Perfect compatibility with every future energy system. World travel restrictions removed. All worlds unlocked. Available destinations. Demon Slayer. Naruto. Jujutsu Kaisen. Countless new worlds. Available. The system slowly transformed. Its blue interface became radiant gold. Every menu expanded. New tabs appeared endlessly. Skills. Crafting. Summoning. World Archive. Dimensional Shop. Multiversal Map. Everything had been unlocked. All Might slowly approached. Despite his injuries, he smiled proudly. Young Midoriya. Today, you didn't just save me. You saved everyone. Around them, the heroes watched in silence. Students stared with admiration. Bakugo crossed his arms. Still annoying. But, you earned it. Todoroki nodded quietly. You truly became a hero. Aizawa closed one tired eye. Good work. Television cameras captured every moment. Across Japan, people cheered. For the first time, hope felt stronger than fear. Izuku quietly looked toward the golden interface floating before him. One final notification appeared. Ding. Story complete. Thank you for playing. Multiversal Gamer System. New Game Plus available. Begin endless multiversal journey. Yes, no. Izuku smiled. Without hesitation, he pressed yes. Whoosh. A golden portal slowly opened before him. Countless worlds shimmered beyond its light. New adventures, new allies, new powers. An infinite multiverse waited beyond the next step. With a smile, Izuku Midoriya walked forward. The portal closed behind him. And the story of the multiversal sovereign had only just begun.